For sure there are.
Right?
I mean,
That's beside the point.
School of Magic. They have all the magics.
Daxon's problem is he gets here late and we're already up to something, so we can't be like, let's go see a healer and heal me because I'm crippled.
And then we leave and we're like, oh yeah, that's right. Of all people, I should be considerate to that.
Yes. Dying in a fireplace. Yeah, hate to see it.
Dying in a fireplace. That was one of the more creative deaths.
Had to get away from that bee. Just chose the most easy. Probably could have hid behind it.
Yeah.
In the chimney.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I wasn't thinking that way. I was like, fuck, there's a bee. It's gonna murder me. Not if I'm already dead. Fuck you. Oh, I don't have dexterity.
If you ain't first, you're last.
And I would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for the murdering bee. Okay, well, we're all in here. Might as well. Start up.
I think we're missing Ashley and Connor.
Oh, we
Or
are.
are they late?
I think they're gonna be late, like a couple minutes. I don't know. Let me see. Message says, "We'll be there as soon as we can. Don't be afraid to start without us." What's a couple dragons between friends?
Sure.
Would you guys like to start or wait a couple minutes?
I mean, at this point, Dax is due any minute, as is Connor and Ash, right?
I would imagine.
I don't know, it's up to you guys.
I'm
I
trying to wait a
definitely don't
couple
want to be
minutes.
fighting anything without them, so...
You can chill for a
We
minute.
do have to. We
And
do
I'm
have to
guessing-
climb a frozen mountain, but still.
Well, it's a portal, right? So we might be teleported right up there.
True.
Yep.
We might not, and, you know, we go through creepy hallways and clear shit out on our own, but if we go straight up there, I don't know how long I can talk to that thing before he's like, it's enough!
Kill him.
Also, I mean, I've never fought. Well, we fought a dragon in a one-shot, I guess, in a painting. But are white dragons like the most feral ones? I forget.
Yeah.
They
They're
are. Okay.
Basically animals.
They got that frozen brain.
Come
What?
on, man. Come on. Come on.
That frozen.
I sense your judgment, and I reject it.
It's like a DQ blizzard.
Damn, he
A
got me.
DQ blizzard right up in the brain. Come on, baby. Tell me how it is. Well, at least my arrow-catching shield will come in handy against a dragon.
Can I catch his frosty breath?
I will
One
be
hit,
asking
even
that
if I
question.
save, like one hit's probably gonna kill me.
Wow.
Fuck.
So you admit it's a dragon?
I said you all knew it was a dragon.
Well, we heard a dragon.
That doesn't mean it's just a
Gets quiet.
now you're confirming it is a dragon.
Oh right, he did say.
Double jeopardy.
No, I believe it was there was thunder sound
Double
that,
jeopardy.
like that of a dragon.
It's just an illusion. A trick is something a whore does for money.
Nice.
It ain't easy being white. It ain't easy being brown.
What?
You ever seen
What?
Arrested Development with Franklin, the little
course.
the puppet? I don't know, it's been stuck in my head since yesterday's session.
That's one of those shows that I can't quote anything of significance, but I've seen it like 3 times. I think the only thing seared in my memory is Tobias Funke, like, taking a fucking 15-foot fall into a glass table.
It's the best scene in the whole thing. The way he just whimpers afterwards. Me and my cousin used to just replay that fucking 10 seconds back and forth. Just couldn't stop. So funny.
Alright, I'll be right back while we're waiting.
Mm-hmm. This chicken is to die for. Now it's gone. Did you just watch it?
Yes. Forgot that he dressed up as a nanny for it.
Yeah, he's prepping for some kind of film role or something.
No, he's trying to be closer to his kid.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's pretending. He thinks he's pulling it off, and they don't think that he's actually biased. And then they get bored of him. They get bored of him, and then they just like start making him go back and forth, being like, "Oh, geez, where's Dad? Like, I need to talk to him," and he's got to go run and change. And he comes back, and it's like, "Well, geez, like where? Featherbone was supposed to have my blouse ready for me," and he's going back and forth.
The blah 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 blah.
Are you a CEO, CFO, or other executive facing needs? You don't need double talk. You need blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. No habla español.
Excuse me. fuck?
Oh,
Yeah?
my God.
Damn. Well, I don't know how long we're gonna be missing these guys. It looks like Daxon's dead, so. You guys
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to fight a bunch of dragons?
Ah!
Oh, a bunch.
I'm
Sorry, I
down to start.
upgraded.
Oh, okay.
Start to down. Wait, I'm down to start an hour at 9 at the very latest. Whatever you guys want.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
Sure, I can give him 10 more minutes.
Alright.
While I irritate the shit out of my dog. Come here. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Good boy.
Another old lady must have fallen over.
What?
Ashley yesterday was talking about how, like, every time they're about to leave, like, an old person falls over.
Oh, yeah. Strings of old people falling over. We're never gonna get home.
Doesn't matter how many times I watched that Gandalf thing he posted yesterday.
No!
Have to turn back. Ugh.
Oh, it's just so ridiculous.
Law and Order. I always thought there was no way that Dick Wolf was that guy's real name.
Oh.
Apparently I'm wrong.
It's not Richard Wolf. He just thought, oh, Dick Wolf would be so much better.
It is Richard, but
Yeah.
still, I don't know.
That's a confident man. At the end of every episode, just in big, huge, block, bold letters.
Yeah.
Dick Wolf.
I'm gonna make one of the most successful television programs and put my name. It's not gonna be Richard Wolf. No, fuck that. It's Dick Wolf.
They probably asked him, like, well, which way do you want us to write it?
Surely you don't want us to write Dick Wolf at the end of it.
Just,
You wouldn't even have to respond. They just look at him and he just have a look on his face. Yeah,
Hey.
you're putting Dick Wolf.
Look, I want
You
Dick
know.
Wolf, and I want it in Comic Sans. all over the fucking place.
Ice Cube. That's a GIF. On a whim, I was going through statistics for Chicago City today, and I saw what might be the weirdest thing ever. It was like through the course of the year, you know, this kind of crime and how many incidents they had of it per, like, you know, 100,000 people, right? And I think it was like in 2006 or something, they had 96,000 cases of theft per 100,000 people. I mean, there's like a 4% chance that you got to the end of the year without experiencing theft. Yeah, it was... I don't know if that's because they recorded, like, I don't know, just call-ins and not, like, confirmed cases of theft or something. But, yeah, I don't know, it was ridiculous. And even nowadays, it's like 60-70%, I think.
Heard, well, no, Detroit filed for bankruptcy, that's what it was.
Yeah, they owe something like, I don't know, probably like 40 or 50 billion dollars.
Yep. That's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
My buddy, or one of the guys that I work with and I were talking about it. I'm just like, it's insane how, you know, you can owe that much.
Look at what our country owes.
That's true, we have a debt calculator.
Yeah, it just spins out of control.
Yeah, there's no way we're fucking gonna pay that back. We're just fucked.
Well, I mean, no country...
have to.
Yeah, no country should really be debt-free.
There are some.
I know, but, like, I don't know how many of the size, well, there aren't many countries the size of the US, but if you look at any of the, like, top 10 countries in terms of wealth or power, I'm sure none of them are even close to debt-free. Because at the end of the day, whatever they're charging in interest on that debt, you're probably recouping in investments and, well, whatever other revenue streams you have, right? It's like, it's the same thinking of, like, if I have a $10,000 loan that's 1% interest, but I can make a guaranteed 3% return in the stock market, it would actually be stupid for me to pay that debt off. Because even with the 1% interest I'm paying towards that loan every year and minimum payments, I could be earning an additional 2 on top of that through the stock market, right?
Except
Countries
America's
operate the
money's
same
not
way.
invested in better paying securities or anything.
Well, not in stocks necessarily, but definitely in infrastructure and things like that that have some kind of tangible revenue, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't think it's looking really good, though. I don't think the debt outlook is something that, I don't think it's as harmless as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Since 2007, 2008, right? With that whole debacle. They just expanded it so fast. It's like...
Well, that was also a question of the population becoming severely indebted along with the country itself.
Yeah, personal debt was going up too.
All right, guys. I guess we just try to
Four-man
kill a
crew
dragon.
versus a dragon.
I think you guys can do it.
2 of us were successful before. It was a green dragon, I think.
Well, we have fucking Mackinac back. He's an OG.
He doesn't die.
Although, does
Isn't he melee?
Mackinac, do you have the
Flying.
overdrive thing that makes you super susceptible to cold?
I mean,
Oh, you're fucked. Oh no. At least you didn't have to walk here like we did, because that would have been super bad, but you're only facing a fucking giant dragon that spews ice out of its mouth.
that's fine.
I believe in you.
It's like a 70% chance I get eaten. At bare minimum.
I think that happened to Will.
He straight up got eaten.
Yeah, he straight up got eaten.
Speaking of eating, I was telling them I made a monk zombie marshwalker that had what's that long death
Yeah.
subclass, and I wanted to flavor it where it's like it would actually be biting or scratching to attack in melee. So down.
You're just a zombie.
Exactly.
The group just keeps you like on a chain or something.
Well, I was seeing zombies get
Fucking
2
showing your ass.
instances of undead endurance, and at level 11 for long death, you can spend a key point for the equivalent of undead endurance. So you can be brought down to 0 like a maximum of 13 times at level 11. Still come back up.
Jeez.
It's so retarded.
Sounds like fun. Alright, well, might as well charge into it here. If you guys are lucky, your buddies will show up, and if not, then good luck. But there we are. Welcome to another game of Skyfall 5e. How are you guys doing? I won't ask if anything interesting happened, because I'm sure nobody bought a house since
Dude,
yesterday.
so much. It was.
Cuts off right there.
Well, we might as well pick up where we left off, with you guys traveling through the snow in order to get to Arillo's temple, and you seem to have found something. You're clearly on the right trail, but the weather is very cold to the point that some of you guys were taking cold damage, and you've decided to bundle up in the tent and take a rest. So with all of you guys packed into here, what do you guys want to do?
I'd be going for a long rest.
Okay. Everybody down with that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got this thing for 8 hours.
Okay. Does anybody have an injury?
Nope.
Okay.
Well,
You guys
that's me though.
do successfully get a long rest and can refresh whatever stuff that you guys have lost. However, what are you going to have to keep heat in the tent here tonight?
Do you need one? We're in the tiny hut.
Yeah,
Oh.
ritual cast.
Right, I forgot about that. Nope, you're good then. So you guys all get a long rest. You can refresh all of that.
I'm gonna choose my spells here as well.
Yeah, pick accordingly. The next
Okay.
day when you awake, some of your crew seems to have disappeared. The tieflings and your warlock included. And in their stead, Mackinac has appeared. And to Mackinac, you return to the group here, and it looks like they're huddled into a Leoman's tiny hut. It's like a magical sphere of some kind that they're resting in.
Hi,
Hello.
Mackinac.
At least we got somebody.
Whoosh.
It's becoming harder and harder to plan for these things, but at least you're here.
Oh, never mind. Dominic doesn't disappear.
Oh, lucky him, he gets his injury roll.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
What? Yeah! Yeah!
Also,
I'll take it!
we can choose our spells if you guys need to get spells for a
Took a long rest.
ice dragon man.
Oh wait, is his juju still here? Cause he's not here. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try rolling towards Connor, cause he's not here.
No,
That's
that's
dangerous.
you're rolling with fire.
That side of the table's been tainted forever.
No, no, it never was gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
It's not
It
big
was
enough.
so
That's why.
close.
No, no.
No.
If anything, it teased it just to get a rise out of you. Corner is
Yeah.
evil. It's like the Amityville house.
He was so close.
We need to
Just
just
fucking
put a
look-
creepy doll over here.
Scroll right over Connor and look down. In those ferns, a fucking ancient burial ground resides. Okay, let's see here.
Hey guys, sorry for being late. Kid's dad didn't come pick him up until fucking 5:50.
Just put your hands on your hips. Well, Timmy, we're gonna have to put you in the dumpster. That's what happens to all kids who don't get picked up.
Prom night dumpster babe.
That was actually my first instinct as well. Like, yeah, just throw him in the trash with the parents.
Danny DeVito.
It's
I'm glad I
great
wasn't the only one.
'cause- It's great because his dad owns a dispensary, so it's just like, oh, really, I don't know what else I expected from you.
Your dad probably just got too high and forgot you existed. Don't worry about it. Happens
Tried
all the
blaming it on
time.
traffic. I was like, no, I know the traffic. You shouldn't be this late.
You should figure out how to beat the traffic. It's your fucking child. It's a good excuse for being late to work, not picking up your kid. Anyway, some of you guys have disappeared and others are still about. Erlebald is gone, so your crew isn't at max capacity, but it's clear that you're still at the base of the mountain. Oh my god.
Oh, people arrive! Yeah!
I'm loading in.
Jesus. So how many old people fell over? There's
I
some speculation
basically-
here.
I
All of
basically horned off the sounded off the horn of Gondor and tagged a bunch of people here. So hopefully you guys are coming on in.
Horned off the sound of Gondor. That's like I'm picturing Aragorn, but he's got one eye that's looking in the wrong direction.
Like a mouse!
What are your fish?
Outstanding. Thank you, English as a second language. Appreciate it.
Is Ashley also alive?
Well,
She's...
you know
I'm
her
loading.
with Max.
Yeah, I'm loading her computer up. She's in the bathroom, but she's coming.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
What's with all these taskbars?
Ashley, your computer is shit. I told you that.
Christmas, you should buy her a new one.
Oh God.
She would just want another Mac and nothing would be solved.
Yep.
There's just all these pop-ups the moment you start it.
Just a bunch of weird tentacle porn. Try to start deleting them. She comes out. Just no. I like those.
Penis enlargement pills, Nigerian princes offering you money. That's just...
Babe, why do you have a Bing bar and a Yahoo search bar?
Why do you have search bars?
One's for porn. One's for looking up recipes.
Well, I like Bing for this.
Yes.
I like the pictures at the start page.
Oh no!
God damn. Can you frighten a dragon?
No.
Not illusions.
No! What if it's a really wrathful smite, though? Like, really wrathful.
I mean, I'm sure there's dragons that can be afraid. But, I mean, good luck.
Nice. Does thunder work on white dragons, guys? Do you know?
Why do you think the dragon's gonna be white?
I don't know.
Clearly, it's a red dragon.
Clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 6 spells prepared. I am good to go.
Okay. the gang is all here, minus the dart thrower, which actually probably would have been really useful, but such is life.
Yep.
Erlebald says he's incapacitated.
Strep throat. Got him
I
down.
know.
Too sick to get out of bed. Fuck.
What a shame. He'll be getting his golden dart while he's away.
I love his reaction. Who are you? Oh right, D&D tonight. Sorry. Damn, dude. Started off hostile as shit. Okay. Who are you? Okay. I'm good to go personally.
Beautiful. Okay. You guys are all packed into the tent here. The sphere, is it opaque or is it see-through?
We can see through it, but I believe
It's opaque from the other side.
it's
The one-way glass. So you guys can see outside that over the course of your long rest, snow has covered most of the tent here in a thin layer, but you can still see through little cracks here and there.
Can we like jostle the orb?
No,
You can walk through it.
it doesn't just summon a big upside-down dinner bowl.
Well, since we've slept for 8 hours and I'm sure this thing is expiring soon, I'll walk out
Sure.
with my wolf pelt here, keeping
This
me warm.
big dome of snow just collapse on us.
When the spell vanishes, yes, a bunch of snow collapses down, but the spot that you guys are in is not nearly as heavily snowed in as like the hour-long trudge that you had to make all the way here. This space close to the archway looks to be, well, not as affected, it seems.
Well, are we ready? I haven't faced anything that big before, but
Is it on its way towards us or what?
no.
Just heard it.
Colcoat detected a portal here in this archway. We don't know if we're going to be jettisoned right up there or if there's some trekking to be had, but we did definitively hear a dragon.
Well, I mean, Arillo, what did you have to do? The last, I mean, you've gotten one of these things before, right? These gifts or whatever you want to call it.
This would be the first one I visited. I was told by Descendant to go to the temple. I am not sure what is inside or what's ahead for us, but
Does
My-
your god speak to you in any way?
by sounds.
I mean, I can pray to Metri for some guidance, but I don't know what he can do for a primal god's quest.
He responds to you by sounds. Dragon roar is a pretty decent sound. Let's hope that he's greeting us with glory and honor,
Hmm.
not death.
I did ask him for a sign, and that's I can guess that that's how he did it.
Well, why
But I
don't we
don't
plan
wanna be-
for a white dragon and hope for a silver one?
Excuse
Or
me.
no dragon, that would be good.
Hello. I'm still disoriented after reappearing. However, it appears we are discussing fighting a dragon. Is that correct?
Indeed,
Yes.
On
Captain.
my head. Yeah.
Not sure how much longer we should stand out here
Captain,
just
he
chit-chatting,
says.
though.
Yikes!
Ooh.
You don't even know.
Ooh. Moving on. Okay. Yeah, well, I figure it's best not to leave Harold waiting here, so let's go through this archway here and see if the portal leads to the top.
Fair enough.
I kind of crink my neck here left and right. Kind of
Arillo, do you want to
psych
do the
myself up.
honors?
I will.
Or walk in beside you if you'd like.
I'm fine to head in first.
All right, buddy.
I'll go in with Arillo. Let me in.
Sure.
I'm gonna summon my longbow. Stand slightly behind.
I'm going to enter the portal.
Okay. The
Portal.
archway looks completely normal. There's no film of magic or anything like that, but the second that you travel through it and step past, those of you who have yet to go through watch as Rillo vanishes, and a brief moment after, Tidge too vanishes underneath, and they're just gone. Do you guys go in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. One by one, you travel in, and as you do in that order, you find yourselves in a large room of some kind. It's a carved-out thing of grayish stone with a vaulted ceiling, and behind you is a much larger representation of the archway that you guys have just traveled past. You're the first one to make it in, Arillo, and Tidge is right there by your side. When you come into the room, it's a little bit warmer than the cold that you guys were in, but not by much, and you can see that a layer of frost still covers most of the stone around here. The room is mostly featureless, and it has a very simple floor made of stone, the archway behind you, and what looks to be a singular like focal point straight ahead. And this appears to be a mural that's been put down on a rock wall in a large slab that goes from the floor all the way up towards the ceiling. And that's about it. Otherwise, the place is pretty barren. You guys can put yourselves in the room as you wish.
Is the air still in here?
The air is still in here. You can feel that there's like a little shifting every now and then, and you hear what sounds like a howling sound from, well, towards the mural, actually.
Can I try and cast Produce Flame just to kind of keep a little heat?
Sure, yeah, it does warm your hand.
Some this last room.
All right, Arillo, you're gonna have to lead the way here. We don't really know what we're doing.
I would be happy to.
What do you want to do, Arillo?
I will. So this is right here is like, what is this again?
It's like a big stone slab that raises out of the floor all the way up to the ceiling. And it looks like there's a mural on it, carvings and such.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to it and see if I can kind of see what it says.
Sure. You see there's a heavy layer of frost which has settled on all the features here, giving a sort of white outline to the images underneath, but you can tell what you're looking at here, and in pictograms of a somewhat simple nature, you see the depiction of a large sloped mountain. And the mountain has what looks to be like stick figures, primitive drawings of people attempting to make their way up. And up at the very top, there is a large dragon that appears to be breathing some sort of terrible breath down one of the sides. You even see a depiction of one of these like stick figures headed up that side of the slope, being turned to ice, holding his hands up and being frozen there, seemingly encased in a block. Make a perception check.
Alright.
That's not a roll.
I didn't think it was.
There you
Oh, balls. That's a perception,
go. Mm-hmm.
and it's only +2, I believe. 7.
The dragon is coiled around the top of the mountain and seems to defend it against whatever it is that's making its way up the sides of the hill here. You're not entirely sure what all of this means, but it all seems relevant to you.
As what you just explained, can I just say that out to the group?
Sure.
without having to repeat.
Yeah.
So now you guys know what Illusion said.
Well, I guess any hope of it being silver or something is probably out the window.
Those could be bad stick figures.
I know they could be an invading force.
Mm-hmm. This is highly contested land here.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get in.
Yeah. One might say it's free real estate.
Fuck you.
I immediately started shaking my head in disappointment. I want you to know that.
I bet it's one of Destinan's guards. He's very protective over his things.
Well, that's good then, right? You could just say, "Hey, I'm on your side. Just let us pass."
I'm with
I
the
could
guy.
try. Is there anything else in the room?
The room seems to be quite simple. There's the very large version of the arch behind you and the mural in front, but other than that, it's pretty basic. You can see depictions on the walls of Dyson's symbols, namely there's like a long mural that wrapped all the way around showing like storm clouds and such, but that's about it. There's nothing in terms of, let's say, an altar or anything like that. It's quite barren.
Well, this is where we need to be. I suppose we ought to proceed on.
So is this just like a large tablet? Is that what you were saying? Is there anything behind it?
Yeah, when you turn around behind the tablet, you can see the howling sound comes from a long hallway behind. There's no door or anything, just a big opening and a long passage that seems to ascend upwards.
I'll walk around the corner. Seeing that Titch saw that, I'm gonna start proceeding up.
Sure.
Hey,
Over
so
there.
there's a hallway over here, and Arillo just went up it, so you guys may want to follow along. And then I'll go after.
Okay. Do you guys go charging after him?
Yep.
Yeah, visor down, ready to go here. Swords out.
Longbow summoned.
Okay. The hallway seems to go gradually further up, and its incline is enough to make you guys start to breathe a little bit more heavily, but it's not enough that you're trying to traverse up a slide or something like that. And along the way, Arillo, you're the first to notice this being further up. There's something laying on the ground in the hallway straight ahead. There's also a light source seemingly at the end of the hallway, and there's like a blinding sort of whitish light at the end of the hall.
Hold up, there's something ahead. I'm gonna walk up to it and investigate,
Sure.
see what it may be.
It's some kind of mass that's crumpled on the ground, and as you get closer and closer, you realize that it's a corpse.
Well, there's a dead person up here.
Come up and take a look.
Sure.
I
Bodes well.
can't be
Does it
sure
look
if it
like-
was possibly the dragon or if the cold got to him. But
You see what looks like somebody curled up in the fetal position. There on the floor, his body has accumulated a good layer of frost, but you can see that he's actually fairly well preserved. Desiccated skin is pulled long and taut over bones, and even his fingers look like that of now like a very elderly man kind of clutching onto his backpack there as he's like leaning over against the wall.
Can anyone tell if these were natural, or if it was by the drag?
If you give me some time, I could cast Speak with the Dead.
By all means.
Maybe his bag has some answers.
I was
No,
thinking the
that's
same
my opinion.
thing.
Take a look through it.
Sure.
I low-key judge Coco.
When you grab a hold of the bag, the fingers here actually snap, and it surprises you. Like, they're so brittle, they just like break apart.
Oh, oops. He didn't need those anymore.
As you flip open the pack, you find that there are supplies in it. There's a grappling hook, accompanied by what looks to be a long bit of rope. You also see that there are old frozen rations at the bottom, and what looks like an older version of a tinderbox that, you used to have, kind of thing. It's an explorer's pack. Mild alterations have been made, but they sell these in general shops and such.
The hooks and the rope might not be a bad thing to keep.
All right. Well, do you have some questions in mind before I cast this? Keep in mind this will be a bit of my upper spellcasting ability. I won't be able to ritual cast it, so it will expend one of my higher spells, which we may need in our fight if we happen to fight. But it's up to you if you want to get some information.
I don't know.
Tough call.
It
Anyway,
kind of looks like he just died from the cold, doesn't it?
He kind of does
huddled
look
up.
a bit old.
Wouldn't there be less of him if it was the dragon?
I mean, whether he died of natural causes or by the dragon, I suppose it doesn't really matter. The fact is he's dead.
You may have some information about the dragon. You never know.
Suppose it's worth a look.
There's a howling sound that comes from down the hallway. The sound of wind being trapped and swirling in eddies, presumably at the entrance or exit of this long hallway.
Arillo?
Yes.
This is your quest. I'll leave it up to you.
I think it may be worth checking into it.
Okay. Well, if there's no objections, I'll kneel down next to the corpse.
Okay.
Respectfully, and I'll begin casting it.
All right. Roll luck, please.
Got it. Which motherfucker's got it? I think.
Mike.
I think it's.
it.
Do I have it?
Wait.
Aim
I think you might. Yeah.
aim for the buoy. Oh, that's solid.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you infected everything.
It was directly in front of him. That's why. Look, the line. Look. Oh.
I
Well,
can
look
roll
like it's
it
hidden
so
underneath
much.
my dice.
Oh.
The corpse has tumbled over to the side. From its original resting point, the grabbing of its bag has called it to kind of tumble over. But where it was, once resting, a spirit suddenly appears in the exact same position. Fetal. He's got his arms kind of wrapped around his legs and his face buried into his knees, and he's shivering there. And it looks like he's actually wearing more clothes in this spirit depiction than what the corpse has on him. And he's just shivering there and shivering there.
I'll look to the group and I'll say, we have 10 minutes. 5 questions.
I just shrugged my shoulders.
Should ask about the dragon. If he knows anything of it.
Yes. I agree.
Good sir. Do you know anything about this dragon that dwells here?
The man continues to shiver, but he looks up and he stares like left and right in the hall and he says, "Who goes there?"
I look to the group and I say, I think he's been lost for some time.
It seemed that way.
Sir, why were you here?
He looks over and... Give me 2 seconds. He says, Wayne, is that you?
He's nodding. Wait.
Yes, it's me, Wade.
Ah.
What happened?
I knew you'd come back. It's just... I know it's gonna be much colder out there. You were asking me something a moment ago. Well, we're leaving soon, I hope.
Did you retrieve it?
What? Me? No, I can't go on.
I'll look to the group.
Dragon. That's the only thing I can.
I already asked him. I think he's too far gone.
Does he know? Are you able to depict, saying that what were you off to do?
What? Oh,
His friend there.
just to get some warmth. It's not too bad here in the hall. I hope they can be swift up there.
I hope so too. Rest easy, my friend.
Thanks.
I believe that was the 5.
His spirit still persists, it seems, shivering there against the wall. You can end the spell if you want to dismiss him, but it seems that you can still ask more questions if you want.
Well, that's a bit peculiar.
Hmm.
Friend, remind me, what were they searching for up there? This cold, it's rattled my bones and I can't think clearly.
Same. More and more difficult. But you remember. The treasure. Dyson's treasure. The expedition leader wouldn't have it. Just... every which way I tried to convince him. He's had his heart set on the thing.
Table talk, was this expedition leader,
Sage.
No.
current part?
Tid just like shrinks between a couple of legs towards the back of the group. Or like shields his face to not make eye
Cast
contact.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Dyson's treasure, you say?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't speak to the leader too much, but I think he's a devout follower, and this is his dream. I don't know what he thinks he'll find.
Now that you mention it, he was blabbering on about it for quite some time on the way here.
Yes. But
Well,
brought a small battalion with him. I'm sure they'll beat whatever beast is up there.
surely. Well, I think we should get up there. I think,
Wait, Caleb, how much time do you have left?
I just kind of shrug.
Ask him what the date is.
Sir, friend, remind me. When did we come here? What season? What month is it?
Oh, God. Certainly the summertime. You know it would have been suicide any other time. And at that, he just kind of vanishes.
Rest easy. May you find warmth in this cold, cold place. And I'll stand back up.
Okay.
Aurelio, it seems we're on the right track, at least. Dyson's treasure.
Yes. I suppose we ought to proceed on and see what we can find. Or what lies ahead.
Do you keep going?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep going.
The hallway goes further and further, and as you guys continue to travel up its length, eventually that blinding white light starts to take shape, and you realize you're looking off in the distance towards a snowbank. When you emerge from the hallway, you're in a large cavern. Maybe about 30 or 40 feet away, the cavern balloons outwards and becomes much more spacious, and there's a bunch of snow kind of drifting into the cavern before the final opening out into the snowy beyond.
Before we enter, can I summon my owl?
Sure.
I made the mistake last time. I said raven, but it was supposed to be an owl. And I'll keep it here at the entrance.
Okay.
Does anybody need a rest or anything before we head on?
Let me just see if there's anything I can prepare. I don't know if we should be ready for a fight just yet.
From what I've read about dragons, I think it'll know we're already here.
I'll cast a magic weapon on my sword.
Okay.
Boom. Cool. And that's all I need to do.
Alright.
Friends, I prepared more supportive spells this time around, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna lay back just a little bit.
Sure, well...
I don't want to be a liability and get targeted right away.
I mean, the Great Soul Curse seems to have finally given us a break. We have quite a few of us here today, so... we could use some support on the back lines, I think.
Yes.
Alright, well, this, and I'll kind of gesture to my sword here, doesn't last forever, so we should get move on.
Yes, let's move.
Okay. As you guys press onwards, you eventually travel towards the edge of the cave here, and up above, the opening finally gives way to sky. You're standing at the mouth of a huge opening that leads back towards the hall you've already traversed through. And straight ahead, you see a snowy field that has a long sort of ascending path, and it ascends gently towards what looks to be the final peak of the mountain, the highest point. On the left and the right on either side, you can see other little peaks, and you can't help but feel like you're on the lower jaw of some gargantuan creature looking at like its teeth or something, or perhaps in a cage or a ring of some kind where the mountain has boxed you in. But the peak at the very end is clearly the goal, and there are strange things that you can see on the way there. The snowy field from this side all the way towards that final peak is not entirely empty, and you can see what looks like large icicle spikes coming out of the ground in different places. The moment that you guys are out here, though, the light suddenly shifts, and what was once a perfectly like white, pristine area suddenly turns dark for a brief moment as something large flies overhead of you guys.
Can I look
I
up
want
and
to
see
try
what it
it.
was?
I prepare to dodge.
As you look up, Tidge, there's a loud whoosh, and all the snow kind of kicks up around your group and presses against your clothes. Some of you are partially blinded, but looking up, you see it there. Well, one of them at least. There's a large winged creature flying over above your group, maybe about 60 feet up, and it passes with such a speed that it's now far out of reach. Even ranged weapons, the arrow would probably not even catch up to the thing as it's flying away. And as this thing swoops, you see that the dragon is not alone. It's incredible talons and massive wings, the sort of thorny features of its neck and face and everything. It's there in a flock, it seems. and as it flies off, you see a third one behind it, a second one over towards its left, and the three kind of swoop in some sort of aerial maneuver and then break off. One of them goes over the side of the mountain and disappears behind another peak, while the other two just seemingly fly up in the air as though they must be engaged in some kind of communicative act or something.
I would like to try something before we make an attack or anything on them. If it looks to get rough, then I would like you guys to come along and help me out. But first I want to make sure that if they don't mean any harm, then maybe I can talk. Sure, I'll need some way to let them know that I'm here from Desinin.
How steep is that slope, the path going up with the icicles?
It's not very steep at all. Maybe like a 10-15 degree incline.
Mm-hmm.
Enough that it would certainly be more difficult to travel up, but not enough to actually really slow your movement too much.
Were we able to discern? Oh, sorry.
And as you're kind of looking off in that direction, Kalik, you can see that peak over in that direction actually has an opening. There's like a cave on the complete opposite side of this, steep valley here, just like the one that you're emerging from.
I will say if it looks to get dicey and if they start to attack me, then I know that you guys will be right there behind me to protect. But I would like to first find out if they're not hostile.
What if you're not supposed to be seen by them at all? What if you're just supposed to find some way to get up into that cave over there?
I'm not sure how much luck we'll have with that, with 3 of them flying around in the wide open, white area. Maybe if I kill the polar bear.
You don't need another rotting bear head.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna pull that bear head out of my pack and throw it off to the side.
Sure. It falls into the snow where it'll probably be preserved for eternity.
Were you able to catch what color the dragons were?
Ah, yes. They're certainly white, just like the snow that's fallen everywhere. In fact, if they were to land nearby, it would be like fighting ghosts as they sort of blend into the surroundings to a degree. But up there in the sky, the white shines against the blue.
How big do they look?
Fairly large. At first, it was difficult to tell how close or how far away they were from you. But you could make a nature check if you have that proficiency. Try and gauge what you're looking at.
I do.
I do not.
Oh!
17.
That was energy from Connor's side of the table, pushing on the dice.
Yep. It wanted to give you that 1.
17. The thing is still quite large, but you think that these, the way that they're acting, these are probably younger dragons. And they're a little bit overgrown for their age, but the way that they act seems to be that of like adolescence, that sort of thing. And as far as like raw size goes, you're looking at probably from like the head all the way to the end of the tail, maybe about like 2 carriages.
Well,
Horses
like,
included, or...
at least they're not, the big boy dragon. They look like they're, or at least acting like adolescent types. They can't swallow us whole, that's good.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Well, we could try to make our way up quietly. Probably won't be very successful, but
If they spot us, then I would like to walk up to them. Prove to
pretty
them
sure-
that I am from Dicynid.
I mean, I saw that mural down there. I understand where you're coming from, and I mean, obviously, this is your decision, this is your mission, but it doesn't appear that they're all that friendly.
No, but then those people were here for Dicynid's treasure. I was sent here from Dicynid.
That individual back there said that his leader was a devout follower. Perhaps not saying that Dicynid's treasure was gold and gems, but this gift that you seek.
There be dragons on this mountain.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh shit, those are massive.
Are they all just still flying around, or?
One of them has disappeared over the side. Who knows what it's doing? But the other two you see occasionally flying between the clouds. Sometimes they come lower, and other times they just fly around up there. It doesn't look like they're really aware to your presence, if anything. You haven't seen them turn in your direction or anything like that.
How far away does the cave look?
The entirety of the field is probably like a 300-foot stretch.
I'm pretty sure that the jackets Kalik and I are wearing are white, smeared with like blood spatter. Pretty sure they're from that Yeti.
Very nice.
But I don't know if they would give us a little bit of camouflage.
Well, they
speaking
eat
of
Yetis, so...
camouflage, how many people are able to cast minor illusion? Nobody? Got it.
I am. No, I'm capable of it. Do you remember that fire from earlier? Ah, that toasting on fire. I miss it so. What were you thinking?
Maybe just a white sheet above the party. I'm not sure how far you can stretch something like that. So kind of from above, looking down, it would still look just white.
Well, would be worth a try, I suppose.
Another option. It would take away one of my spells, but I can turn 3 of us invisible.
Well, are we attempting to get to the other side? As far as it goes?
I mean, ultimately, it's it's your decision here, but
I think the destination is clear. It's just whether or not we want to try to confront these dragons before
it's a
or
matter of
after we get there.
withstanding them rather than...
We're on their turf.
Say that we go with your idea, Kalik, with the ice sheet. But
The
if
other
they
option
do,
is that I can take someone with me to instantly reappear undercover.
okay. I would just like to say that if we were to get spotted by the dragons, I would like to proceed up to them. And I somehow give them a sign that I am from Dicynid.
Okay, it's your funeral.
I look back with a serious look on my face. Serious that Rillo's ever been.
Does it look like the snow's really deep out there, like before?
It maybe is a little bit less than down where you guys were. Probably like a foot and a half. I'll put in a couple icicles here.
Arillo, before we go up,
Oh,
do you have any idea what this Dyson's treasure might be?
I'm not sure, but it has to be something that has to do with him sending me here.
Okay.
can I summon my owl?
Yes.
Can I have it fly out to the other cave? Try and be inconspicuous. But,
Sure.
See if I can see what's in there. Oh wait, I don't know if I can. Can I see that?
It's
With
about
its vision that
300
far?
feet away, so I don't know how far you can tap into your owl's vision.
Yeah, let me look at that first. I know it's like 120 feet, something like that, for at least communicating with it, but
Yep.
it seems like I think it's probably. Here we go. It says you can communicate it within 100 feet, and additionally, you can see through its eyes. So I would take that to mean that you can only use that up to 100 feet, and it's only an action. So
You could do that to cross some distance here, but you wouldn't be able to send it straight into the cave and look around. So. And the cave is raised up from where you guys are, so you can't really like peer down into it.
Is this anything, just by the way?
That's just the lip where all the snow kind of starts. And this is while you're like still under in the cave.
I mean this rectangle.
Rectangle.
yeah,
Oh, you're seeing shit, I think.
nah, it's right there.
Weird.
I don't see it. There's no rectangle here for me.
Oh, okay. It's there for me as well. But,
Smoke weed every day.
It's
smoke
the
weed over
dragon's pool table.
Would I know anything about like dragons' lairs and stuff?
I would say as an expedition leader, you probably know a thing or two. You can make a history roll. What do you want to know?
Whether or not this area that we're in looks like the lair.
Ah, okay.
That's right. I just didn't want to. That's 17.
17. I would say by the looks of it, this is probably considered the dragon's lair, or at least the beginning of it. The space that constitutes a dragon's lair is not usually this large, but given that there's a bunch of them living up here, this could easily fall within like the dragon's official realm.
If it should come to it that that we need to fight these things, we're gonna be in a heap of trouble. Because that looks, by my estimation, that's their lair out. And the lair of a dragon is almost as treacherous as the dragon itself. But I've voiced my concerns. I've offered my suggestions.
What exactly are we on the lookout for in the lair?
Not fighting
I would
a
say the
dragon.
3 dragons.
Well,
Fuck.
I looked at Colcoat like, help me out, dipshit. And I'll look back to Tidge, and I'll say, alright. So
I can't
besides-
say for certain what will happen. I just know that there are certain effects with any sort of dragon's lair.
effects.
Yeah, the best way you could describe it, Tidge, is you know that dragons are very magical creatures, and that when they persist in one area for long enough, which is a very common behavior, gradually that area becomes like theirs to shape and do with as they please.
Are they proud creatures? Do you think we can funnel them into this tunnel here?
I mean, the last thing I'd want to see is 3 dragons bearing down on us in the face of this tunnel.
Right.
I don't think they're very smart like the big old ones.
From my
I'm not sure that we can talk to these ones.
They may be a little bit more feral.
Yes, more prone to attack us.
That's my understanding of the whites.
I
Well,
have an idea.
no.
Go ahead.
What's that?
My rage creates a storm cloud around me.
Yes.
Within 10 feet. So if we are able to all stick around me within the 10 feet, we'll all be engulfed in the cloud. And for them, it may just look like a snow squirrel.
But how long can you maintain something like that?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried it without outside of battle.
I mean, it seems like when we're fighting, if you ever attack someone or if you ever take some damage yourself, that's when, anytime that you don't, it seems like you've kind of calmed down a bit.
I don't think it'll be a reliable way. And plus, dragons are known for their deadly breath. It may be unwise to group up as a whole party, otherwise we're getting 3 of them bearing down on all of us.
Well, it sounds like we want to get them spread out, and to do that, we're going to have to do it on their territory. So, whatever advantages they get, we're just going to have to deal with. And if we can focus down one at a time, we might be able to just overwhelm it with numbers alone.
Edgar is right. Fortunately, it's the only place to fight them. Don't really have another option.
I think we should split up, but stay in teams of 3, perhaps? Well, I guess one group will have to be 2, but...
Is there any way that I could call Dyson in for a call? For like, what I'm
Like a
supposed
collect
to do here?
call?
Speed dial?
Yeah.
You could
'Cause I do
pray
speak
to him,
primarily.
but other than that, he's not really a god that
1-800 Dyson in!
really communicates with you the way a lot of other ones may.
Yep. Dyson, if you can show me something around here, it would be very helpful. I don't want to attack your... If these are your dragons, I don't want to attack them and injure and kill your guards if that's what they are. But I also don't want to see my friends fall to these dragons. So if you could show me something, anything, just please show me.
A large gust of wind comes swirling about in the valley, throwing up bits of white all over the large bluish icicles. And a moment later, you see one of the dragons, the one that had disappeared over the side, come swooping upwards, and then with a couple of powerful beats of its wings, seems to come to a standstill and a halt, and it sits atop one of the mountainsides there and looks around. But there doesn't appear to be any direct response to you from your god. Things in this area seem to happen almost as you call out towards him, but it doesn't look like he's going to be direct in anything.
He didn't say anything with the wind.
Hmm. Do I know anything of the history of this island?
Ooh. You could roll history for the island.
You read so much right in front of Connor. Why?
Would I be able
Why?
to join into that because I live near the area and I have history?
Sure.
It's 15 for me.
Hey, I live in Soulsland and I have history. Can I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I read a lot of books. Can I do it?
Actually,
No.
7.
it's 13 for me.
Okay. So a 13, a
I'd say my chief told me about this place, but you know.
I think I have to re-roll that, right?
It looks like a 14 to me.
Yeah? Okay, I'm down.
Oh, no, that's jank. Reroll that.
No!
Mm.
Alright.
Hey, another 14.
Nice. That's, I believe, +3. That's a 15 for me.
Okay. You guys would know roughly the same thing, which is that the islands up here in the north are all desolate and are most famed for the number of ships that they've collected and smashed over the years. The ice here is frigid, and icebergs are a common enemy to anything that tries to sail north of Kazatov, and most ships don't do it unless they're big ironclads. But further up here on the island where you guys are is the only recorded structure that anybody knows of that's been placed on any of the islands. And there's no traces of humanity having been anywhere up here, save for the one that you're on. And nobody is entirely sure what purpose the temple here has, but it's been around for a long time and is quite old.
Well, Arillo, look, I mean, short of a direct conversation here, I think we're just gonna have to roll with the punches. If you can talk to them, talk to them. If not, we might have to put them down in self-defense.
I hear you, Edgar.
Now, if I can make a suggestion, groups make sense, but we should operate with anchor points. People who can take a punch. I know Mackinac and I definitely fall into that category, and Arillo does as well. So maybe if we can take point in 3 different areas, relative proximity, maybe 10 to 15 feet apart from one another, and then the back line can just stay spread out. We'll be able to dish out support, and if any one of the points gets overwhelmed, we'll collapse on them and focus on one dragon at a time. I'll call it out if I can.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yes, Master. I mean,
I like
general.
what you think, Edgar. I agree with your plan.
All right. Well, and I the plated gauntlet here. Bring the visor down. Let's do it. And I start trudging out.
When you step out into the snow, you realize how you're at that center of the storm once more, and all the winds seem to make swooping swirls around this huge bowl. And the skies are pretty clear straight ahead, but tempestuous in any other direction. Do you guys proceed outwards from the cave?
What would my line of vision be if I was back here?
You could see probably...
As long as I can keep my eyes on the party.
Sure, yeah, like up to maybe here kind of thing, because then it, the snow sort of makes it difficult.
Move up to here.
Sure, yeah, you can see everybody from there. Now, as you two trudge forward and make your way into the snow, you've instantly attracted someone's attention. And across the way, maybe 200 feet off in the distance, the dragon perched there looks over at you guys, and you can tell that it's staring directly at you. If there were attempts for subterfuge, those are out the window now.
Well, Edgar, that one seems to have spotted us.
The dragon calls out in a shrill cry, and you realize its sound is nothing like the one that you had heard down at the base of the mountain.
Ruh-roh.
Fuck.
Is it just inaudible sounds, or is it actually talking?
It doesn't appear to be talking. It just gives you like a roar of some kind, but it's much more like high pitch, and fits in your theory that these are one of the younger dragons. You realize what you heard earlier must be something larger.
Well, this leads me to think that if we attack these three, there has to be a much larger dragon around.
It's your call, big guy.
Arillo, we must turn back.
Look, Arillo, this is kind of your show here, so I can offer some insight with regards to how we engage, but whether or not we do is up to you. We can turn back, I guess. We might get attacked outside of here, though.
Yes. Let me walk forward, see if I can get one of their attentions to come towards me.
Mackinac, we need you up
Hey, no.
here.
It may not be the best strategy, but I know you'll have my back if things were to go south.
Look, we took out a possessed demon noble and my father on his home turf, so I don't know what
Yes.
dragons can do, but I'm here. I'm here to help.
You're not the only one in that boat. I have only heard stories of dragons from my elder, and it's believed to that we may have seen some, but
Right.
I'll
All right.
remember.
I'll look to Mackinac. 15 feet wide berth. You can stick to his left, I'll stick to his right. Hopefully the rest of the group falls in line.
I'm gonna start walking out towards the center, trying to get like a little
Sure.
bit ahead, just to see if I can get one of the dragons to come towards me a
Okay.
bit.
As you move forward, there's a huge swoop again, and you watch as the two appear on the other side. Not on the right side of the valley where the one is perched watching you, but over towards the left. And they seem to both come and end at one of the large peaks there. And perching, they snap at one another, almost like they're play fighting or something. And a moment later, they kind of pause and look over at your group as you're making your way in. One of them calls out and roars towards you as well.
We need to find some way to get them to either come to us or run off. But let's.
Arillo, time to flex that man voice of yours. Come on, show him who's boss.
All right. Dragons.
Do you call out and scream at them?
Yeah, I'm gonna call out to them.
Okay. When you yell across here, the sound carries pretty well, and though you can hear distant winds blowing about, things move through this bowl of snow with relative ease. And when you call, the three that are still watching you, one of them calls back.
I am here from Dysinin. I'm not sure if you can understand me. But I mean no harm to you or anything else up here. I just need to see what Dysinin has sent, why he sent me here.
One of them snaps its jaws in your direction, and then another one takes like a sort of stance of sorts and puffs himself up, pushing out his chest in your direction and splaying his wings in either or, and then facing upwards, he lets out like a huge jet of like bluish icicle breath and then turns back towards you.
I am then going to step forward, like a step, make myself look bigger, and then get really pissed off, and then rage and see if I can have it like make lightning strikes near me.
Sure. Yeah, you can burn one of your rages there, and lightning appears around you and strikes at the ground. And when this happens, another one of the dragons responds, giving out like an icy breath as well. And you see a third one actually starts to crawl down from the mountain and starts to make its way in towards the valley and moves towards you, trudging through the snow. Meanwhile, over on the left, Mackinac, I'd like you to make for me a perception check, please.
Is it coming at me like with force, or is it kind of just slowly,
Slowly. Yeah.
walking down towards? Okay.
Here comes the
Mac-
mother.
Yeah, Mac and I are about to see fucking Papa
my
Dragon coming in here.
What was that, Mackinac?
That should be 14.
Okay. As per Edgar's suggestion there, you guys kind of fan out, and that puts you pretty close towards one of the icicles there, and you see something in the icicle. And when you look over and momentarily kind of focus your sensors, you see what it is there. There's a Goliath there encased in the ice, and it looks like he has a battle axe in one hand, a large pack on his back, and he has another hand that he's holding up like he's blocking the sun from his eyes. He's mid-stride, completely frozen there in the ice.
Alright, let's turn back.
I am here upon Tyson's request.
The dragon continues to move closer, now maybe a couple 100 feet away. The other two simply watch on. They're up by the side. It's the two that are paired together that continue to kind of play with one another and occasionally watch at your group. But the lone one moves towards you now.
Damn. They're
Edgar.
flexing hard. They think they can fucking pwn us one at a time. Shit.
Edgar, McIntyre, gonna try something. If it doesn't work, I want you guys to go unleash anything you can upon it. If it makes an attack on me.
Now, buddy, just let the rear kind of close in a little bit. We don't want you too far ahead.
Now, I'd like a perception check from Dominic and Tidge as well, please.
Why you gotta be like that?
Oh, cause you got retard eyes, right?
Hey,
15.
15, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Totally forgot about that. Fucking concussion. Thanks. Yeah, that's disadvantage, isn't it? Okay, the first one, 14.
Oof.
That's a no for me, y'all. That's a no for me.
Oh!
Okay,
Okay.
14.
Bang. Oh.
Yeah, it's 14.
Okay. So over here, Dominic, you see the creature approaching, but you notice something else. And Tidge, you also pick up on this, which is that the ground where you guys are seems to be shaking. A moment later, and a piece of ice from up above falls down next to you, Tidge.
Just gotta look backwards at him. Is something above us? Something's above us, isn't it?
Is there something above us?
When you look
Just,
up, you see the ceiling of the cave, glistening
Just
in
yell out.
blue. It's now that you actually give it like a proper gander and see how it's just covered in like icicles, and some of them are shaking.
Gotta yell out to Kalik. Kalik, is there something on top of the cave?
I'm gonna
I'll
make
turn
my
ar-
way towards the
I'll turn around and look up.
Yeah, make your way downtown, walking fast.
There doesn't appear to be anything on top of the cave,
Oh, yeah.
but you can see that it looks like it's rumbling, and little bits of snowdrift are falling to the left and right.
Pop out.
I'll speak out towards Edgar. Edgar, we've got company behind.
I'll look back.
Cavern floor is rumbling.
There's a sudden loud roar, and this one is the unmistakable one from before that you had heard at the base of the mountain. Now incredibly loud. It comes from the opposing cave and rumbles across here. And as it does, the cavern behind you is suddenly overtaken. At first, the icicles fall in a deadly sort of smattering of points coming down. But right after, a huge wall of ice just goes whoosh and raises up and closes the thing off.
Fuck off.
Ah.
We're about to run away.
Can I look for like the
no running
biggest
away now.
pile of snow?
Beam me up,
Around.
Harold. Harold!
Harold's
Can
like,
I-
I am the captain now. Look at me.
Exactly. He's like,
I am the captain! I am the captain now!
You should not have put the wire in the first slot, Edgar. God damn it!
Can I send my owl to like this guy?
Sure.
This icicle. Just perch him right on top.
Forget it's rough. Coco. Time to fly.
By this time, the dragon has come much closer, and it seems to pause at about here.
I need to hide. Can I dig into the snow?
Oh no!
I cast resistance.
Cast move over here.
I'm gonna make
The
the
strongest
effort
spell.
to prepare to
So
dodge.
you're gonna burrow in a 1.5 foot snowbank.
I can do that.
That's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm preparing to dodge.
I need to
I
find like
just
the
see us,
biggest
like all over
thing
here,
of,
like in a standoff. And
if
Tidge
there's
is
like a
building
big
an
pile, I
ice
need to
igloo.
dig to it.
Okay. You're like, this bit of the snowdrift is slightly bigger, and you just kind of get into it.
I'd like to clarify something. My arrow catching shield specifies not arrows but ranged attacks. So would that work against not like a breath, but like if I get hit with a ranged attack by a dragon?
Like, if it threw an icicle at you or something, maybe it could help.
Okay. Okay.
I'd say
What if
you'd
it
probably get
threw
like
you
the
down?
AC buff, let's say, or maybe some damage reduction depending. But if it's like he throws a train at you, I mean, that's not gonna help. It's not gonna be like, oh, I got my arrow catching shield.
You just have a shield of train catching?
That's much
I
higher
mean,
level than you guys.
I upgraded it, Illusion. You know that.
Put the family sigil on it. Now it can catch trains.
Shit.
Illusion, thinking about it now, would I be able to, like, look back in my head, like, if my chief of the tribe that I lived with,
hmm
if he would have told any stories about this place?
I would say that he definitely would have, and he would have given you fairly basic instructions. You'd be told that it would certainly be a challenge to get to the temple, and that you would have to make the long journey there to prove that you're truly one of Dyson's chosen, but that the pilgrimage would, be your own undertaking, and you'd have to get there without the help of the tribe.
Alright.
You don't know exactly what kind of challenges there may be ahead or what you'll have to offer. You'll have to rely on your own wits for that, your own strengths.
Look at this baby bag dragon. Baby bag bitch dragon.
It's been there long enough now. Edgar's starting to feel confident. The
Yo,
thing
we-
kind of leans over and
Cooking up chicken.
presses against this huge icicle. It's like a tower, right? Like it comes up as tall as a house, and the top of it just kind of shatters off to the side there.
Oh, see, I pictured it scruffing.
Yeah, like
what I
rubbing
did
up
too.
against it like a cat.
Yeah, scratching
That's what I was
posts.
thinking.
He turns back to
Oh.
face you and roars in your direction, Arillo, and the breath actually hits you, and it's not warm, it's like a cold gale.
Okay. I'm gonna prepare, like, a dodge right now,
Sure.
That's what I'm
just
doing.
in the off chance.
I just
Okay.
want to specify.
I'm going
no
to
harm.
also move forward. Hair. I'm gonna kneel down and pull from my bag the one sec. The skull of the red mountain lynx.
Okay.
See if that'll do anything.
The thing
Is
eyes
that-
you curiously as you rummage through your pack and pull out an old skull.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'm double taking at Arillo at this point. Like, what in the fuck?
How many body parts has he been carrying in there?
I need to close in a little bit here. Boom, 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 boom,
Alright.
boom, 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 boom.
Is the thing looking at us any different, or is it trying to, like...
As
Does it
Mackinac
have-
approaches, it stares over towards him.
I'm gonna head forward a little bit more, too. Right now,
Come on,
I'm
Arillo.
40 feet from it.
Enough pussyfooting. Let's get on with it.
Let me try one more thing.
Showing it the scraps of dead animals, I don't think is really gonna convince it of
Not
anything
my
other than we're
plan.
food.
I put the head back, by the way.
Okay.
I am gonna slowly. You guys actually should probably move up a little bit, because we're separated quite fucking.
I don't
bit.
want to get too close to the other dragon boys.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get close to them either. They're pretty.
Oh, this isn't actually a representation of where they are, by the way. Just
Okay, right. They're
they're somewhere.
Okay,
they're fucking
farther
on a
away.
hill somewhere. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Seeing as how you guys are getting closer,
Oh.
I'm gonna walk up slowly and approach it and reach my hand out towards its snout.
Oh, okay. Make an animal handling check, please.
At 20, please.
Your brothers are fucking popsicles.
Well,
God
fuck.
damn.
Hold on. Let me just make sure.
They're gonna call you Arillo the Handless.
Oh, fuck. That's a
Yeah.
solid 6.
Very nice. You move forward towards the thing. It looks left and right as you're not the only person here closing in on the beast. And as it seems like it's being kind of closed in or cornered, you make a gesture towards it, and raising out your hand seems to have elicited a bit of hostility as the thing leaps forward towards you and snaps its jaws down. And I need everybody to please roll initiative.
There
Well,
we
good
go.
thing I prepared dodge.
Arillo does a 19
Did
hit.
you roll it? Did you roll at
Oh,
disadvantage?
baby, you have no hand.
Did you roll at disadvantage because it? I did the dodge.
I did roll at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that does hit.
Arillo, you take
I'm calling you Stumpy from now on.
23 damage as the thing slams down on your arm there. And a moment later, it kind of rears back, you know, some of your blood still kind of falling from the side of its mouth, and it lets out a triumphant roar and raises its wings. Off in the distance, you see the other two dragons just leave their perch and suddenly take flight, coming in your group's direction.
No. Time out.
And
Not supposed to be doing that.
I'm rolling initiative here, and I got a... Okay, well, that's not too good. You guys are in luck. Looks like it's your turn first, Colcoat. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm still kind of like wrapped in that tent thingy, burrowing under the ground, so I'm gonna like weasel my way over here.
You
And,
snail shimmy forward.
I'm going to cast Silence. Right about here?
What's
yeah.
the radius?
20-foot radius. I just want to cover like around this thing here, in this little area. Yeah, that works.
Oh, is that whole there?
Bam, silence.
Alright,
Okay.
and yeah, I'll just kind of like peek my head out a little tiny bit, see where they are, and then lay back down under the ground.
Okay. Next up, Annie, you're up.
Shit, I didn't roll
Okay.
initiative yet. My bad.
Well, let's get a little bit closer here and then prepare to dodge. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
that's so typical.
Fuck off.
As you can tell, I'm barely moving my thing.
Oh no, he was talking about his roll, not your
Oh,
move.
Yeah, stop attacking me. Jesus.
are these 5-foot squares?
Yes.
Okay. And now I shall prepare to dodge.
Okay. You're very close to the dragon. Dominic, it's your turn.
I'm
Okay, but I'm
going
behind this
to
little
move
pillar thing.
forward.
You pass into an invisible barrier here and suddenly know that you're in a magically silenced area.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna shout and go, oh, all right, and then just thunk thunk. 2 arrows. Peer into his side. Hopefully. Hopefully. Here's
You're
hoping.
attacking him?
Yeah.
You monsters.
Ooh.
That's a
No.
15 and a 19.
This
The
ain't
19
Zabooba
hits.
Foo, motherfucker. I am killing the wildlife.
It bit my fucking hand. I'm gonna rage and fucking.
That is 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, the arrow flies out and strikes the thing here, but it doesn't seem to really notice.
Huh. Okay. And then I'll take the rest of my movement over here.
Okay. Next up, Macknar, it's your turn.
Well,
Flank it!
I'll move forward here. 1, 2, 3. About to here and activate my Titan Furnace.
Okay.
And, guess I'll cast Spiritual Guardians.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Does he take damage immediately or at the start of his turn?
I
or...
believe at the start of it.
Okay. Arillo, you're up.
Alright, seeing the blood come out of my hand and my arm there, I'm gonna use my rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a reckless attack on the dragon there.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta kill it in 1 round of combat, guys. Oof.
Did you say reckless?
God damn it, they're both 13s!
Oh.
Yes,
That's a 13.
that's
then.
an... hold on a second. Let me modifier. So, plus 6, so 19.
Hits.
Oh man.
Okay, so they take a d10 plus... Where is my d10 plus 5? I am raging. So that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Now I'm gonna make a second attack on the bastard. I'm gonna make another reckless attack.
Okay.
12 and 7. So 18.
18 hits.
Alright. Oh, nice. 8 plus 5 is 13 damage.
Okay.
And now it needs to make a DC saving throw of 15 for my lightning damage.
Okay. It fails.
Fuck you, you thing. 7 damage.
7 damage.
I'm gonna need you to just quadruple that damage to kill it in 1 round of combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does this mean it has like quadruple advantage on me?
Not exactly, but it probably is going to hit you.
Alright.
Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at the start of its turn here, what am I making? Wisdom save, Macknar?
I believe it is a Wisdom save.
Okay. Wise as they are, I've gotten 11.
11 is a fail.
Okay.
It's gonna be 3d8 damage. Where are my d8s? Oh, there. 14 damage.
Damn. Not bad.
14.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see here. The creature moves over towards the side here, seeing you guys all approaching on this area, and then turns to face you, and a breath of cold strikes both you and Edgar. And
You get a +3 to your saving throw, my man.
let's
Alright.
make a Dex saving throw, please. Or sorry, Constitution. My bad.
Oh, thank God you said con.
Awesome. Oh. Ooh, yeah. 9
Wait, so it doesn't hit me or Kalik?
No, you guys are out of range.
Oh, baby.
It's just a baby.
23.
You You both survive.
Of course we do.
Plus 3. 17.
17. Okay, you're good. So let's see.
Fuck.
You both take.
Don't just roll more dice because you didn't like the damage. I heard that.
Yeah, I heard
I'm only
that.
rolling half of them. You take 36. 36 cold
damage.
damage.
Halved, or is that
I've already
total?
halved it.
What the fuck?
Fuck me, TPK, I guess.
Holy shit.
After he's done that, the dragon suddenly takes off with a beat of its wings and starts to move vertically, and is now currently 30 feet in the air.
Can I make an opportunity attack? 'Cause
You
he's
and
trying to
Magnar
leave?
both can, yes.
I want to grapple the fucker.
Oh, you
I don't know if I
quite
can,
grapple.
but
You can try. I'll say that you can make an athletics check, but with disadvantage.
fuck. Would I still be able to make an attack on it?
No, it's one or the other.
I make the attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the attack too. Would it be
Okay.
a reckless attack or no?
You
no.
can reckless if you want.
Fuck yes.
What was that, Magnar?
3 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
12. 6, so that's an 18 again.
Total of 11 damage.
Okay.
One of that is necrotic, if that matters.
Okay. What did you roll to hit it there, Arillo?
18.
18, okay.
Yep.
How much
And it took
damage?
10 damage, and then would it take lightning damage as well? Because it's an attack under my rage.
Doesn't that happen on your turn?
Let me read into that. Lightning damage. Storm's Fury. Once per turn.
Yeah, so this is during his turn, so I don't think that'll account.
Okay.
But this guy is now 30 feet in the air, so I'm gonna just write that next to his name there. And the other ones come flying towards you, and at first it seems like they're just kind of gliding slowly, but gradually it looks like they're moving faster and faster as they bear down on your group, and you know that they'll be here pretty soon. And as this thing flies up, Tidge, it is now your turn.
Can you size this up for me?
I'll cast walk forward.
Okay.
That should be in range. Yeah. Is that within 120 feet, roughly, even with it up 30 feet in the air?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, cool. Eldritch Blast.
Okay. The Warlock Special.
Extra super helpful.
Miss.
So yeah, that doesn't work, and then that doesn't work either. And I go back into the corner.
Reminded of somebody else's expedition here that didn't go well. You're at the back looking forward at your party and can't help but wonder if this is the moment that you lose another one. The two blasts go wide, hitting nothing. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can.
That's
I am
horrifying to think of
hurt
evolution.
bad, FYI.
Very far away from.
Yeah.
It is
both
your turn,
Edgar and I
Edgar.
are pretty looking a little fuzzy.
What's the angle of attack from Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
I don't know what you mean. Oh, like which direction are they coming in?
Yeah.
Over here.
How? This is the size of a house, you said?
It's as tall as one, but it's not quite as large, obviously.
Okay.
And he's kind of broken up the top a bit too.
And fuckboy over here is 30 feet up.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go behind the pillar here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lay on hands myself for 10 HP as an action.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna do it for 15. Cause that fucking hurt. Okay, and I'll end my turn there.
All right. After that, Kalik, you're last in the line there.
I think I need to save healing for when people actually start dropping. So I will bonus action spiritual weapon up
Okay.
right next to him, up 30 feet. And then I'll hit him with that. And then for my action, I will cast cantrip True Strike for the turn after.
All right.
Spiritual weapon probably doesn't hit. I think that's a 12.
That is a miss. Okay. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna take my owl and fly it 60 feet towards this.
All right. After that, everybody please roll initiative. Oh.
Three in a row.
You just got another one?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. Well,
Yeah, man.
using it on initiative is maybe a good thing.
Yeah, I get to watch everybody.
We gonna die now, probably.
Annie, you're first.
I have a question. So, when we were purchasing weapons, did you guys ever get those daggers?
Yes. Yeah, I have the list right here.
How many of them? You gave them to me, I'd assume.
Yeah, I don't have an exact number. I think you ordered 10, if I'm not mistaken.
That
You had
sounds about right.
no, you had like you had a bandolier with a bunch of daggers in them. Is what Aleutian said exactly. But I think we specified 10.
Yeah, 10 makes sense.
Okay. I would like to chuck one.
Oh,
Okay. I think it's
The
at
range is-
disadvantage.
60 feet maximum, right? At disadvantage, 20 to 60, I think, for daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, if we math this out, right? If we do this little hypotenuse triangle thing.
Then it's still disadvantage.
And he's way out of range for you.
Well, if I moved closer and then like chucked it straight up, would that
Well,
be?
Yeah, that's for sure.
it's
It'll still be at
2060, right?
disadvantage. Right, yeah, it's well, 50, I guess.
Let me see.
Yeah,
here.
so, yeah, if you're 30 feet away and it's 30 feet up, it's 30 times the square root of 2.
The dagger has 2060, so you can't hit it anyway. It's 30 feet up. I mean, that's as
You'd
simple
have
as
to
it
be,
gets.
you'd have to be like, well, if she got closer, is what she's saying.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 30 feet from the ground. How could
Oh,
moving
okay,
anywhere on the
perfect,
lower
okay.
plane?
Well, anyway, yeah, okay. So then
It's 60 feet.
I can
total,
see it, right?
Yeah, but that's with disadvantage.
Okay, I'll chuck it anyway.
Okay.
With disadvantage. Yeah.
That one up there.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean that you weren't in range. You're just not in range to make
Oh,
like a
okay.
normal.
I was just.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on! Well, I stabbed my eye
Welcome to
instead.
the
That's
jungle.
great.
The dagger slips from your fingers here. It's not your normal mode of attack, and by the time that it's going through the air, it's not so much like a piercing point flying through the windy top of the mountain here. Instead, it's like lobbing upwards and then bounces off one of the scales. Ding!
Okay.
We've definitely had worse than that ones.
Yeah.
Edgar says, turn around. There's like a dagger in the back of his head.
in between the chinks of my plate perfectly. Like I just bleed out.
Is that your turn,
Could
Annie?
you roll sneak attack, please?
No.
What? No, it does. No.
I think he was kidding.
Dominic, I think it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna slightly pop out over here and fire off my 2 arrows.
Okay.
Oh, okay, well, that's a lot and that's nothing, so.
A lot and nothing. Very nice.
Whoa! Again, okay.
Whoa, whoa,
Wait.
whoa!
You can unextend it from the middle of the board right where I put my fucking Alright, I'm moving all my shit to the fucking edge. Did all of my dice wind up inside my bag?
Yeah,
No,
a
they
lot
go
of
in
them
the
did.
middle of the table.
Oh, and some of Earl's stuff. Anyway, I'll roll my thing.
Now you fucked up.
You have fucked up now! 13.
13 damage, okay?
My favorite is still like, I'm like, oh, for the dice, and it just like hits the bag and disappears into the ether. Fuck. Oh,
That was amazing.
fucking got me good.
Alright, is that your turn, Dominic?
I'll pop back over here.
Okay.
We're gonna die now, probably.
Next up is our boys, and the other
No.
dragons show up.
They're too far.
They are
They need to land.
currently dashing and are in the air. And they are 60 feet up.
Jump buster.
This one here, let's see, what do I want to do? What am I gonna do?
Is this your die, Edgar? Fuzzy pink?
What? What are you talking about?
Fuzzy pink, is that your die?
No.
Ooh.
I don't like that name. It bothers me.
This
Reminds me
guy
of, like, shitty sex handcuffs.
will try to distance itself from the spiritual guardians and will fly away. It's too high up for you guys to auto. And it'll come descending over here, Kalik, and while doing so, attempts to snatch you up.
Oh,
I need an acrobatics or athletics check, please. Your choice. Roll high.
it'll be acrobatics. $20.
Oh. The thing swoops down and attempts to grab at you, but actually misses, and instead continues moving forward. And it ends its turn about here, still 30 feet up. Its neck is... What are you doing?
I hate this stupid thing. I hate it so much. Oh my god. Fuck this. No, stop taking things out of my fucking bag.
Do you want to share a drawer? Because I have room over here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Or get over it. I'm sorry.
And a bunch of objects come falling from the heavens and crush the dragon.
If only.
Dice fall, the dragon's dead.
Alright, well, Kolko, it's your turn.
Sorry.
I will scurry a little bit over here
Okay.
and just peek my my little end of my gun out and take a couple shots at that.
Okay.
Should I roll my concentration for magic weapon? I forgot to do that.
That would be a good idea.
I got 23 and a
I pass. It's a billion, so.
The 23 hits.
assume hits. 15.
15 does not. Oh.
15 damage.
How much?
15.
15, sorry. Okay.
And I'll hop back down and scurry away another square, and that is my turn.
Blood and scales glance off in a little blast there as you manage to land one of the shots. And Mackinac, it becomes your turn. There are dragons flying all around you.
Which was the one I had damaged?
This guy over here.
Okay, I will attempt to walk into range and cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. He's 30 feet up, so there's a little bit of extra distance, but I think Toll's like really long, right?
It's like a 60-foot range? 60-foot range.
Okay, you're well within. What is it? Wisdom save?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
I have passed with a 17. I hope.
Huh. Yeah, he passed.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright. And next up, Edgar.
The dragon is still flying.
This guy here? Yes. And he's moving in... Here, I'll draw arrows because it's going to be one of those sorts of fights. He's moving like this. Actually, it's very much like this.
Oh, God.
And this
Don't
one
see
is
anything
flying
wrong with that.
towards here.
And these guys are high up, 60 feet. So,
Yep.
Right? I'd like to hold my action, and the action will be for a javelin throw.
Okay.
When this guy flies, hopefully over us.
All right.
That'll be the end of my turn.
It is your turn, Arillo.
Alright. If I can get to right here, Lucian, which is 40 feet,
Okay.
can I make an attack on this one?
No, it's 30 feet in the air.
Fuck, I just saw that. Damn it. Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna move over towards here. And then do a prepare to dodge motion.
Okay.
And... yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. After that, it is your turn, Kalik.
I will, using my True Strike, make a use my rifle.
Okay.
And I'll fire at the injured one.
Do you have anything to get out of that, or are you fucked?
I mean, it's 30 feet in the air, so I can move 25 feet to the right or left. So there's
Lands
that.
on you, like...
I believe it's a 21 to hit.
21
Like
hits.
Pudding City, buddy.
Okay, well, Mackinac seems to be pulling back for me, so...
Best I can hope for is this thing's near
I believe
the
it's
dead.
only seven damage.
Okay.
Is the injured dragon looking worse for wear?
Yeah, he looks like he's bleeding quite a bit and his flying's ragged.
Okay.
And can I use this white token as the spiritual weapon?
Sure.
So I've got an owl over there. I will...
Here, have additional ones.
Oh, beautiful.
You want a jacked owl?
Holy fucking owls.
Here's
Just,
that.
like, yeah. Just combine them all together.
Make
and
that
then
your
just
spiritual
fly
weapon.
'em into-
Oh yeah. we just gotta make a pink one.
It just it punches.
That will be my owl. Or
knocked
is
out.
that, I guess that's my spiritual weapon.
That is so retarded.
I believe the weapon can only move 20 feet, so I'm gonna move it, since it's already like 30 feet in the air, I'll move it so it's above this pillar.
Okay.
It's almost like it's holding the stick that it's perched on.
And that's my turn.
Okay. After that, Tidge, you're up. The dragon is barreling towards you, bleeding across the snow. Its flying is ragged. What do you want to do?
Alright, bonus action, poop my pants.
Okay, that's always free.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Fine.
Yeah, you keep your bonus action. There's a wall of ice
Hi.
there.
Yeah, so like, how far out is the wall of ice? Am I, like,
What do you
right
mean
up
by
against
far
it?
out? You're like against it right now, like movie scene back up against the thing.
Sure, that's grand. That's my intention.
The camera's looking at you, and the reflection of the dragon is getting larger.
I will Eldritch test it, I suppose. Let's see what rolling 2 of this is. That will be okay. A 19 and a 23.
Roll damage.
Uh, 15 damage.
15.
Force damage.
Okay. Can you roll luck, please?
Sure. 4th nat 1. I can feel it. 3.
Okay. You blast it a couple times, scales fly off, and the thing seems to stumble. It even loses a bit of altitude, then struggles its way to fly back up. And it looks like it's now veering away from you instead, like flying further upwards instead of like an arrow darting down.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can do. I'm not within range of anybody, right?
Alright, roll initiative.
Who the hell is that? What the fuck?
Ashley can't look, puts a blindfold on. Did you roll another one?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wait, what does that do for you guys?
I rolled a nat 20.
Well, it does nothing, but we can see that you're putting a blindfold on yourself.
I didn't mean to. I hit the space bar because it centers my camera, and then I hit B. What?
Alright, looks like you're first, Dominic. What do you want to do?
I don't even have to step out. Just shoot at him.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Silent.
Tidge, I moved your hand.
That's okay.
2 more silent.
God, did we all just roll the same initiative? That's ridiculous.
Well, that's garbage, but that's a 20.
20 hits.
That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Can you roll luck, please?
No.
It
Ooh.
swerves the other way.
No!
Wait.
Damn it!
It's coming back to me.
2.
What did you shoot?
Okay. You strike the thing here, and it seems to stumble in the air again, but it's still alive. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is your turn, Annie.
Where are these
Put the
little guy
blindfold on.
dragons?
They're flying towards you, but you're able to act before they arrive.
I'd like to not be right there
Okay.
and prepare to dodge. 'Cause there's nothing I can do. I could try to chuck my dagger, but they're way up there, Morty.
You should look over at Edgar. You're gonna have to toss me! Okay, so you go and dodge behind there. Aurello, it's your turn.
Alright. So. That one's still 30 feet up in the air. Can't attack it.
Also, I think you may have lost your rage, because you didn't make an attack from the last time.
So yeah, I've got no more rage.
Very nice.
I can't do shit because I don't have a range hook. Wait, I do have a range hook.
It's gonna be an
But
uphill
I
battle.
can't get. I can't attack. 60 feet up, 60 feet up. 40 feet. Oh, dragons are bitches.
To throw chunks of the dead Goliath.
D&D players everywhere.
I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm actually gonna stay right here.
Okay.
I think I was actually right there.
Okay.
Alright, man. I don't know. I can't remember. I just moved
Gorilla
right here.
pauses
So.
to do a ceremonial.
I
dance.
fucking dodge again because I can't do shit.
Okay,
At
very
7th
nice.
level, you should have 4 rages.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Either Cold Coat, Kalik, or Edgar, one of you, it is now your turn.
I gotta go. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna
Well, I'm
choose
just gonna shoot
for
this
you.
thing.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Well, I'll pop out and get another shot at that guy.
Okay.
See if I can finish him off. Go for the headshot. Not so much. 17.
17 hits.
Girl.
Or 11 damage.
11. Okay. You roll luck, please.
Kill it! Legolas!
Oh, closer.
Gee, tabarnak.
It is still alive.
That's okay. One more shot.
Very nice.
24.
Okay, that hits.
God, for 4 damage.
Nice.
Kill
You can
it.
roll luck again.
How many times can we fail on this? Ah! Oh, okay. The big dice. The big dice.
The first shot hits, and by the time the second one hits, you notice a definite change. There's a spasm from the dragon. One of its wings kind of crumples, and it begins to tumble in the air, like it's doing swirls, and is no longer gliding, but is just falling towards the ground.
Onto Titch.
Roughly in Tidge's direction.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
I'll start burrowing back
I
over
lose.
here,
Okay.
and then that will be it.
All right. And after your turn, Kalik, you're up.
I will. Bonus action is fine. I'll fly my bird. Actually, I'll keep it there. Jeez, get out of here.
Get him, Shadow. Fuck his shit up.
Ashley's just being weird. I'll take another. I'll take a shot at. That's not what we tab. This dragon.
Okay.
Is the powder rifle range different than the crude?
I think they're the same. I think it's just damage that's different.
Okay, so it's 40, 120.
Okay.
So I believe it would still be at disadvantage then.
120? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet, 30. And then... I'd say you're, like, just on the edge of it. You're probably okay.
Well, it's 40, 120 that it says for powder rifle.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's disadvantage, but you can still hit it.
Okay.
Or shoot it, at least.
I'll attempt to make a shot.
Oh,
Oh,
I
20.
think you've done it. Mm-hmm.
12. For 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Edgar, you're next.
I lost my held action. Feels bad, man.
It happens. We need to use the 1920s initiative.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes, I suppose.
I guess I'm gonna have to do the same thing here.
Okay.
Javelin.
Javelin
as
at
soon
the
as
ready.
he gets within disadvantage range or regular range, depending.
Okay. Tidge, you are up. There is a dragon barreling towards you here, but now it looks like it's just falling from the sky.
So it's not dead. It's just falling. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it looks like it might still be alive. Tough to tell.
All right then. Can I sacred flame it?
Sure. I'm gonna make the roll with disadvantage since it's tumbling through the sky. And I probably fail with a 3.
Yep. True. That's 2A.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn. 15
Okay.
plus. I can add my charisma modifier to one of those. So, 18 damage.
A radiant flame goes off next to the thing, and it lets out a screech as it continues tumbling from the sky.
And move over here.
Okay. Macknar, you're up.
We've been cucked. There's nothing we can do. Well, nothing I can.
I'll walk. Wait, which one's tumbling to the ground?
This boy back here.
The one closest to the wall.
Okay. Cast a Toll of the Dead on it, just for good measure.
Sure. He rolls a 17 plus.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay. Are you making any moves? You gonna chill there?
Yeah, I'll like chase after him.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay. On their turn here, this dragon continues to tumble down and then smashes against the side of the mountain here. And snow flies in every direction, and it's crumpled in a heap there, and it looks like it's not moving at all. And you know one of them is dead. And as you come up running towards this thing here, Mackinac, you basically watch its last breath, and the thing is just an inert mass of scales and meat smashed against the mountainside.
Surely Mama won't be mad about that.
There is a cry that comes from across the valley there, and you hear the large thing that must be in the cave off in the distance, and the ground seems to tremble to some degree.
Lucian!
These things
Oh, no.
come
Happy
flying
stories.
in. And let's see here.
Give us it. Oh wait, opportunity attack, or not opportunity, reaction, from my prepped action for throwing a jabby. Jabby boy.
A Jabby boy. Yes, you may.
Who wins, one dragon boy or a jabby? Okay, is it within 30 feet if we do the retard Greek math?
Yes, because he is lowering down towards you guys. So he's like maybe... I would say he's like 5 or 10 feet off the ground. So I'll put him at 10 feet. So yeah, go ahead and make your attack. And this one sloops down pretty low as well, at 10 feet. Let's see if your attack hits.
Probably not. I mean, 14 is what I'm seeing.
Okay. The thing moves incredibly fast, and the javelin goes over top. Its neck cranes towards you, and it lets out an icy blast on the two of you. And I need con saves from you both.
Fuck, +3.
Huh? No.
And this one
no,
flies
no.
over to you guys, and we'll do the
Oh,
same.
a +3. Okay.
Ooh, do I get cover?
Oh, surely it doesn't see me in the snow.
It doesn't, and don't call me Shirley.
Just hit me with that illusion.
Hey!
16's a pass. Oh, another 16. Okay, you guys
Any
take.
bonus because of cover?
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
Wait till they get theirs.
Do we have cover too? To stop
Yeah.
the damage.
Am I
Just stop it.
am I covered
Connor's
by
muscle burn is-
Edgar?
You each
Not
take
good,
26
boys.
cold damage. As for you two, I need the saves as well. And I'll give, let's say...
Oh yeah. Hang on now. Since he poked me with his little breath attack there, can I poke him with my fire?
Poke him with your fire? Oh,
Say yes.
and yeah, you can do that. I'll roll the save for him a second. Dominic, I'll give you a +2 since you're behind the ice.
What?
Oh,
Didn't it
Ooh,
roll
a
it
10
off?
boy, an 8 boy, and a 6 boy.
Oh, those are 2 fails. Oh no.
Y'all about to get fucked.
So that's
No.
14 plus 11 is 25 plus 13, so that's 30. 38, because math. 43, and then finally... That's an even 50 damage that you guys take. 50 cold.
Wait, we took 26, right?
Yeah. These 2 guys are getting 50 each.
That's big dick plays right there.
You can't even hear the screams because the goddamn sound spell, which fades.
It's gone now. Yeah.
Done screaming. Oh my god.
Is Dominic deaded?
No.
Is
He
Colcoat dead?
close.
Colcoat?
I'm still up. No, I'm up.
Okay.
I'm alright.
So let's see here. As for this guy, I think, Annie, you threw a... Oh no, you need a save from him, right? For your infernal whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke? I
Yeah,
rolled.
which is the
What is it?
hang
What's
on.
the stat?
to save. I gotta find it. It's in my Fitbits or where okay. How should we come here? 15 dex.
Dex.
Yeah.
I have a +3 to that, so 12. Does 12
No.
pass?
No.
You bastard.
So you take
Oh.
24 points of fire
Give it
damage.
right back.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Okay. There's a burst of flame, and this dragon kind of rears back here, and it seems like you've kind of changed its flight trajectory when once you hit it with all the fire here. It looks like it's now kind of moving away from you guys and swooping around like this. This one is just flying like straight kind of towards you guys, though.
How low is it now?
He's like 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
He's about to snatch one you up.
Yeah. And after that, there's nobody else, so roll initiative, please.
Finger licking good.
You're looking good. I rolled a 5. Oh, fuck, that's where I was.
Oh man, I should have gotten advantage.
Oh my god!
Dodge.
Yo, someone's gotta break up the Oreo over here. No, no.
Oh no.
That is
Please.
not what I wanted.
This is the worst possible time I could have rolled that.
Interesting. We can work with this. Don't worry.
Annie, it
Oh,
looks
we
like
got
you're
this,
up
Doctor.
first, as per the usual. How much HP do you have?
Excuse me?
Okay. So, you're a little cold right now, and every time you move, your clothing snaps because it's just like, you know, like frozen solid almost, right? And you feel like the situation is getting more and more dire. And as you go to make your next move, deciding what to do with this thing streaking by, having just, you know, set you nearly encased in ice, you kind of take a tumble back, and you notice something that your robotic friend had already realized, which is that the icicle next to you guys, you just brushed away a bit of snow, and there is what looks to be a human in there who is currently frozen, and it looks like he's actually looking like towards you, holding his hands up, like somebody is like just about to be hit with something. He's just encased in ice there.
Is he okay?
Free allies.
Yeah, one of his hands is a thumbs up.
By the way, we have bombs and healing potions. I just wanted to.
Fucking
Yeah, I
pigeons!
was-
Get them out of here.
I was how far away is he now?
He's like 15 feet away.
15, so if I lobbed my little bomb at him.
Then Edgar would lose his eyebrows. Yep.
Oh shit. What is okay, you said don't stand close to it?
Well, it's a
Right?
grenade. I mean, you can if you want.
Don't stand so.
All depends who stands there longest.
Okay. But I mean
Edgar's singing songs of protection
If
to himself.
I get killed again by an explosive or
I was-
something fiery, because I'm so close,
I was just asking how.
I will freak out!
You said don't. Okay, so I wouldn't throw it if he's like right here. There would be no point. Can I hold my action?
To do what?
Wait,
Or do you want to just skip your turn? You could do
Alicia,
that.
can I ask if she like rolled it under him to the other side? If it
I
would
was
like
Would you be okay?
fucking
Yeah.
poop on him? Yeah, there you go.
well, or I was going to try to like lead into the little trajectory here, not like aim directly for him, but in front of him.
Oh,
with
sure.
eyes
Yeah, you could
into
do
it.
that.
Okay, we'll see if that happens. Edgar, duck! No.
Suddenly, a name comes to
Oh.
mind. Leon
Oh my
Lightbringer.
gosh. Okay,
Who
so
is
this
he?
is a throwing object, correct?
Innocent,
I don't
cut
have-
down in his prime.
I don't have proficiency in that, so it's just a straight 18.
Let's see.
Damn.
Here. You
High
put the
shit.
bomb right where you want it to be, and the dragon here doesn't really seem to avoid it. Not really sure of like you throwing a rock at the thing. Roll damage.
Please, what's the damn? Well, you didn't
What?
give us
Yeah, what is it
3d6.
Oh,
Fire.
yeah.
Can I put my sneak attack on
Fuck
that?
yeah.
Your sneak attack on it?
Not a
Yeah.
finesse weapon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Shut up,
Or light
Edgar.
Damn, girl, I'm sorry.
I'm trying for more damage and you're just shutting it down.
I'm just being honest.
11.
Okay.
Damn. Hostile work environment.
There's an explosive blast, and it looks like the dragon is tumbling out from its current trajectory and is going to land.
Damn, you just rebuked it and bombed it.
It's not liking my fire.
Jesus. Kalik, you're up. Unless you want to
Shakira,
move.
Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make me.
Steve's got a new album coming out.
My God.
I'm gonna, stay where I'm at.
Sure, yeah. Stand your ground.
Yeah, sure. Oh, well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm staying.
I will. Well, as I'm running up towards Arillo, I'm gonna have Bird Fam take a swipe.
Oh, fucking swole boy. Whoop whoop.
Isn't that your spiritual weapon? This is your
Yeah.
bird.
Dub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, your spiritual weapon is Bird Fan.
Bird Fam misses.
Oh no.
Pretty terribly.
God damn it.
Squawk.
And as long as I'm within 60 feet of this other dragon, I'm going to channel divinity, read thoughts.
Oh. Okay. Is anybody below half here on the left?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're both like pretty haggard over here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, on the left. No, son of a bitch.
So, the thoughts that you get from this thing are like pretty basic. It's a creature that sort of fits the line between animal and maybe something a bit greater. And right now, it's looking over towards the others, and it can smell their death, and is basically it's thinking in its head about how it's going to eat them. And it wants to freeze them and then devour them when they're in like icicle form. And that's what it's like fantasizing about that. Just like, I am gonna devour these two in a moment.
Okay.
Mr.
Well,
Freezy.
I would like you to make a wisdom save, please.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay. That's
Alicia. Oh shit.
19.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
It was a Hail Mary, but yeah, he succeeds. I was gonna have him, well, I might be able to do it to the other one, so never mind.
Okay.
Because I have 2. So 1 expended. But I don't believe I can use that on him again.
Give the other one to me. I'll heal everyone.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Edgar, you're up.
God damn it. I can't like jump swing, right? I am 6 feet tall.
You can. Yeah, I'd allow that. What are you swinging with?
Long sword.
Okay. Give your roll a -2, but I would allow it.
Fuck yes. And it's a magic weapon, so it's only a -1.
You still have magic weapon up even after that blast?
It's yeah, I rolled a 17 plus 6. It was a 23 con save.
Wasn't that for the first one?
Yeah.
What about when it hit you here?
16 plus 6.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Only time you roll up. Sit.
Oh. Extra attack. Extra attack. God damn. That was really bad. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Not good. I think it's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you jump up and swing at the thing, and the tip of your sword misses, and on both passes, it just flies past you.
Okay. Would I sense that it would get an opportunity attack if I went back to my original position? If it was in
No,
flight?
it would not, because it's flying.
Okay. So, I'll just, actually...
Had a grenade not blown up in its face, it probably would have opportunity attacked you when you jumped and swang at it.
Right. I'm gonna loop around here, just to make sure that there's no way it has an... Like, I don't really know what this looks like right now. If it's better for me to be on the other side of it, I would.
That works too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would you suggest if I was trying to...
It's your
if I
call.
saw it doing this?
You can't go there. That's like inside of it.
Oh, okay. I'm selecting a ruler now. Where's my hand? Okay. So I can go like here?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would do that.
Okay. So you work onto the other side of the thing, and Edgar, Titch, you're up. A dead dragon has just smashed into the mountainside, but there are 2 more flying about your group.
Would that put me within 60 feet of this dragon here?
Yes.
Could I please have a charisma saving throw?
Maybe. I got a 11.
That dragon is banished
What?
to another plane of existence.
Oh. Oh.
I cast banishment on it.
You motherfucker.
That's way better than what I was gonna do.
Oh.
Shit.
Okay.
I've been saved. Oh, bless you, little man.
How much you want to bet it's sent to the same place that bee is at right now?
Oh, it'll come back later, but at least for a minute.
Okay. So, as this thing is banished here, you have to make a verbal, somatic gesture or whatever. Do you say anything in particular, or...?
I don't think so. For all past adventuring parties, we won't claim another one.
There's a dramatic just...
Do an American.
And a portal opens up, and in a snap, Colcoat, you feel like the pressure around you reverse, like wind that was coming towards you suddenly just pulls backwards, and the dragon literally vanishes in just like the sound of a clap. It's gone.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then bonus action. I'm gonna use 2 of my healing light abilities for Annie because I can see right there. And Edgar ran away, so that's
Aw.
7 HP.
Okay.
And that's it. That's it.
All right. After that, you're up, Mackinac.
Well. This one is still flying, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Can I attempt? I have like, what, 40 movement speed?
So 8 tiles, yeah.
6, 7, 8. And can I just keep running and try and leap onto this thing and grab its leg or something?
Sure, I'd allow that. Make a athletics roll. It's low to the ground, but it is in motion, so make that with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
And he... Oh, I didn't roll very well, actually. You might have gotten it.
Oh, give me the 14. Oh, come on, Connor.
That's 9.
Okay.
It's a 9.
I also rolled a 9, so I'm gonna say we re-roll.
Oh.
Oh no. Alright.
Oh, I got better this time.
Disadvantage
I got a
too?
16.
That's better.
Come on. Oh.
Oh,
God. It cucked you again. What the fuck?
yeah, it's still a 9.
Okay. So you leap up towards the thing, and your hand just kind of slips off of it there as it's moving past, but you're close to it.
Can I say I'm just like under it, like directly
Yeah.
below it?
I'd say so, yeah.
That's my turn.
Alright. And Arillo, you're up.
Alright. Let's see. That one's far away. That one's far away.
It's dead.
That one's
Don't
oh,
tell
that
him.
one's dead.
Don't tell him. No,
Okay.
he could get up any moment now.
Well, I thought that was the banished one, so.
I'll put
Five.
some little red spaghettis next to him, just to...
Ooh. 35.
Those ones have sauce on them.
Sweet. I can attack this one
Okay.
with my reach. I'm gonna make a reckless attack on it. Billy, let me roll good.
I mean, your wish is my command.
Balls!
Aw.
I have shit!
Psych.
Alright, I will make a second reckless attack on it. Oh, wait. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Now I'll make a second. Oh, fuck you.
Shakira stuck in my head. That's what's doing it.
5 and a 4 this time. I missed again.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Is that your
Lightning
turn?
damage. Actually,
Lightning?
yes,
Okay.
the lightning does hit.
I will
DC
roll.
of 15.
I have failed to save with a 9.
Takes 5 damage anyway.
Okay. He is zapped.
At least I did something to it.
Hooray. Is that your turn?
I didn't just poke it with a stick. Yep, that's my turn.
Dominic, you have been saved. Off in the distance, there is the small little shoulders and head of a expedition leader shouting about some sort of inane nonsense, and it's caused a magical rift in time to bamf the dragon away.
Oh, thank God, thank you! And I'm just gonna start running my way over while casting Blink on myself.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn because it's an action.
Alright. It's my turn. Now, can I make a save for the dragon to come back, or is he just gone for an indeterminate amount of time?
Not. He's gone for a minute or until I lose time.
Illusion cries.
Every time.
Every time I get a toy, you take it away.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna put you guys there for a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make the big dragon come out now.
No, I rolled a 6, so I got my dragon breath back, and I'm going
Hey,
to...
I'm around the corner, please. We talked about this. We talked about this.
I need, let's see here. First, at the start of his turn, Mackinac, do you still have your
I do.
thingamajagglers? Okay.
Please roll the thingamajagler.
Wisdom, I didn't do so good. I rolled a 6.
Oh, full damage, yeah. Gonna be
100.
14 points of damage.
Ooh, baby, when you roll like that.
I was gonna do it again.
I was not expecting him to pick up on that shit, but, you know.
He gives you another dragon breath. Edgar, you are too far away, and same to you, Annie. But Arillo and Mackinac, you're both hit with it. So I need con saves from you both, please.
Uh-oh.
I hope you guys survive, but I'm really happy I'm not there. Wait, plus three to Arillo. To at least
10,
Arillo.
13.
Type in your results for your con saves, please.
Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Yes.
132?
Gee.
He's changing the game as we know it. It's never been done in the history
Roll a
of Dota.
D1000.
Oh no, you failed. Okay, let's see here. I have some dice to roll. Excuse me a moment.
Have some dice tray.
By the way, guys, I'm probably gonna be down. I've only got 25 health, so unless he hits me
Oh.
with 24.
Goodbye.
This is what I get for trying to be nice. Tried to pet it. Like,
Okay,
Guys, it's okay. We still have a mother dragon.
so that was 31 to whoever passed, and
oh, fuck.
62 to whoever did not.
Would outright kill me.
Well, I am unconscious.
Okay,
Not fully dead, but unconscious.
all right. Now,
Don't
Magnar,
worry.
do you
I'll
have
hear
disadvantage against like cold damage or something?
I don't think it's disadvantage, but I think I have to make a con save now that I took cold damage, and if I fail, I get stunned.
That sounds about
Yes.
Oh.
I was looking at it earlier.
right. Is that how it
And
works?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets. It's just a 10, DC 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make that
DC
roll.
10 con save. If I fail, I am stunned. That's cool.
Well, that could be
Don't
fun.
fail. Don't fail.
Please don't fail.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
It actually cools his engine and it runs more efficiently.
Where did my token go? Somebody take my token?
I don't know. Where is it? What the fuck? I
It's
don't.
supposed to be right here.
I have no idea. Oh, did I? No.
Oh wait,
Did you banish Kalik
Wait.
with the dragon?
Ah, there he is.
Get him out of here.
Hey.
It was with relic stuff.
Hey.
Okay.
He was eaten by the bag.
Two of you are encased in ice.
Fuck.
And after that, the dragon swoops over and then tumbles into the ground here and then turns around to face you all. And he's currently on the ground right now.
Stupid.
And after that, let's see. That seems about right. So we're 2 turns in on this guy over here. And it is your turn, Colcoat.
Now that he's moved my range. Stupid dragon.
The rifle boys. It's a firing squad.
Yeah, I can take a couple shots. 1 and then 2. 23 and higher than 20.
Those will both hit then.
So I got a 10 and a 10.
Okay, 20 damage,
22
still
damage.
alive. Is that your
Hmm.
turn?
No, I want to get away from here. I'm gonna use my tabaxi. Another 30.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative, please. And I got an 18, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, you're still banished.
Well, you know what? He'll come back eventually. He doesn't even want to be here. He's resting.
There's the classic Edgar initiative I love. Hey, who stole my shit?
Oh, there's a bunch of shit over here. But it's just a little.
Someone just straight up drop my shit on the ground.
Someone ruined the ritual site.
You know who you are. I don't even have to say names. You know who you are.
Looks like Annie's first. He gets 19.
Shit.
Oh, I got my mask back.
Oh,
Guys,
You lost your mask privileges.
what the hell?
Next to you, you see both Mackinac and Arillo encased in ice.
Well, what the hell do I do with that?
Well, I don't. You don't have to do anything with it. I'm just saying, you see that.
Get an ice pick.
throw daggers at them.
Yeah, but then it'll end up like, yeah, some shipping off your flesh or something.
Hellish
Edgar! They're in ice! Wait, is this one dead?
No,
Not yet.
but he's on the ground looking at you.
I
He
look
doesn't have
about dead,
spaghetti.
and
One, two,
there's just
three, four,
frost
five,
covering my
six.
armor right now. I
So
look
I
fucked.
can get to here, and I would like, oops, I'd like to hit it with my Short sword. The keen one first.
Okay.
Get
And
that
probably
sneak attack,
miss.
girl.
So here we go.
Get that sneak attack, girl.
Oh,
Come on, you fucking piece.
Jesus Christ.
8. What,
Your dice
hang on, hang
have
on,
AIDS,
hang
I
on.
swear to
Let
God.
me math here. 5.
No,
Better
it's
math.
not.
bum, bum.
Is a 13 hit?
No. Ba, ba, da,
Okay,
da.
I'd like to
She
attack
pulls out the
again.
NASA spreadsheets to fucking.
Come on! This would have been a crit. I should have just hit it with the damn son of a
You
bitch.
did hit the keen. You said you were saving the keen for the second strike.
That's a lie,
Yeah.
Edgar, and you know it.
No, I would contemplate.
I'm trying to make up the fact that I cucked her sneak attack on the bomb. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
well anyway, here's just a regular. So. Come on.
I think it's line 2, paragraph 5.
Subsection C.
Yep. Chapter 12, dealing damage to dragons.
Plus all of my sneak attacks.
All of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that is bad.
So yeah, it's very bad. 14.
Still alive.
And then I would like to, for freebie, because I made an attack, disengage and go over here.
Okay.
Who has the healing potion?
I don't know.
Cool
I
code.
Wait, where can he see me? Can he see me not right here? He can't see me here, right?
Yeah, you're around the corner.
I have a healing potion, but I don't
I
know
also
if
have
it's
a healing potion.
No,
I
there's
think we have another one or two.
There's
though.
the one that removes an injury and gives.
Oh,
one
yeah.
XP.
No, not this one. This one's just a
Mackinac?
D4 plus 4.
Someone should have it on their inventory.
Either really.
Oh, look, I have a healing potion.
It is. Let's see here. My turn. Yes, Annie.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Why you gotta say it like that?
You go and hide around the corner there, and leaning up against the ice, you're momentarily safe. And then a huge claw comes swinging around the corner and does
Back.
a 10 hit.
No.
Okay. Well, he's got multi-attack, so I'm gonna make another one. Does a 11 hit.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Well, he's got
I
multi-attack, so.
I said that wrong. 21 is what I meant.
What?
What? What?
That's a big difference there.
Cause I rolled a 13 and it just anyway.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that hits.
Something rather. You take 11 damage.
Great.
Is it 11 or 21?
You know what? Actually, it's 21 damage. You take 21 damage.
No, I don't want that. I'll take 11.
And then for his third and final attack, he bites at you, and that is a 22.
All right, I'm down.
And you take 23 points of damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down.
With Annabelle in his mouth, the dragon then moves over towards you.
Rip, rip, rip.
And either Dominic or Tidge, it's your turn.
Well, you're
I'll-
blink.
I-
Yeah, go ahead.
That's pretty easy. I'll reappear.
Oh, shit.
Go.
I
Oh,
missed a
well,
dice.
fuck. I'll reappear over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll take 2 more shots.
Okay. If you roll in that one, you will shoot Annie's body.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Right.
you know. That's janked.
Yeah, the 8 I'd say is a reroll.
okay. Well, the 7 is a 16. I don't know if
That's a
hits.
miss.
Come on.
17 is the threshold.
Come on.
Whoa.
2 misses, and one of them is narrowly close to Annabelle.
Alright, I'm also gonna see if I blink out again.
Sure.
I do not. Great.
Okay.
Fuck. So,
Tidge, you're up.
All right. I'll Sacred Flame it.
Okay. He rolls a 9 plus. I failed. It's Dex save, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Okay.
Sacred Flame's D8s, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. That's my healing, whatever.
If you want a healing light the dragon, that's fine too.
Pass. It actually does necrotic damage to enemies. It's the same thing. Sweet.
Seven.
That was 6, but 10.
10
I
damage.
think it's dead.
Okay.
Does banishment go down on my turn then, or?
I'd say it would be from your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So on your, what, your 10th turn, he'll come back?
Yeah.
So we're, what, 3 in?
No, it's only 1 in. I just cast it last round.
Oh, okay. Is that your turn?
No. I'll healing word Annie. Yes.
Okay. Roll the heal.
Or healing light. Cruel though that may be.
Well, I'm that
Down
much
anyways.
closer to stabbing
So
his
there's
eyeball.
7 more health.
Okay. Annie, you suddenly are awakened by a flash of white light, and you feel a healing and a rush, and then suddenly horrible pain, and you realize you're just kind of like bouncing along there and looking at the sky, and you're like facing straight up and caught in the dragon's teeth, actually. So like your legs are dangling from one side and your arms from the other. And as you look around, as chance would have it, your sword and offhand weapon are in the ground over here.
Oh.
Yeah, but I got lots of them on me, right?
That's
You
true,
know?
you do have the bandolier. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
of
have
darts?
a rapier somewhere.
So
No.
not
dagger.
just suddenly soup just comes in. And after that, I believe it's your turn, Arillo. I need a death saving
Death
throw.
save.
Does the quest claim his life?
Come on, Falco Lombardi.
Okay.
Wow.
One
That's a
pass.
save.
And next up, Mackinac. It's your turn, and you are stunned until the end of your turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. So from your perspective, the icy blast hits you, and all your sensors are flashing red as you realize that you're taking damage, and perhaps worse, you go to move, and you're unable to. Your Titan furnace momentarily is suddenly suppressed, and everything fails you, and as this happens, all you can do is stare forward and watch as a sheet of ice just is made over top of you, and you realize you're stuck in between. And after that, it's either Colcoat or Kalik.
Now, question, Lucian.
Yes.
As it's a bit over my time here, this would be a good time to just disappear?
Oh. Potentially, yeah. I might say for the sake of drama that you're stuck there in the ice for a while, but if you need to go to bed and all that jazz, then yeah, that would make sense. It'd be a good time.
Yeah,
Do you have to hop out?
Yeah, I just looked at the clock.
Yeah, no worries, man. I know people got work and stuff. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. No problem. Good luck, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Good night, man.
And Colcoat or Kalik, it's your turn.
Hang on, I have a question. How much longer are we going? Because I also have to sleep soon.
When do you have to hit the sack?
Well, I gotta work at 6, and it's almost 11.
Like 30 minutes? An hour? Hour and 30? 4 hours?
Probably like
6
4
hours.
What?
I'm just giving
Probably,
suggestions. I mean,
I don't know, Connor. Are we going back out to your mom's?
Yeah.
Okay, so probably like now.
We do another 20 minutes.
sure. You could go to the next hour.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's conclude this set of rounds here. So Edgar finishes his turn because he's the last in the order, and then we'll call it there.
Yeah, Ashley.
Well, okay, so we have to. It's
I'm
like
kidding.
10 minutes away, right? And then you have to like brush your teeth and get ready for bed. And then
Everyone point and
try to
boo.
go to bed.
I
I feel like the
kidding.
SpongeBob music.
Yeah,
gonna come.
come on, Ashley. You were late to the party. Now you gotta leave early. What the hell?
Okay,
Wow.
Kalik, it's your turn. Or cold
Whole
coat,
lot
either
of
or.
projection going
I'm
on.
gonna make.
Feel
I'm gonna make a couple steps over.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my bonus for a bonus action. Bring the weapon over
All right.
and strike the white dragon.
Okay.
And for my action, I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So for the weapon, he's not doing too good. That's a miss. Just a fucking.
It's Trouble Town. Bird fan.
And going forward, Beacon of Hope. Any creatures within 30 feet of me has advantage in wisdom saves, on death saves, and anytime you heal, you gain the maximum number of hit points possible from that healing.
Very nice.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn.
You're up, Cold Coat.
Alright, I'll see if I can do some damage on him. I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike.
Uh-oh.
Get advantage
Uh-oh.
shot.
Cold Coat, you're going to kill him?
Son of... 17.
That does hit.
Ooh, baby! Big dick, big damage.
Oh. Yes. Well, that's not so good. 4 force and 6 piercing.
So 10.
100 damage.
And I'll take another shot.
Still alive.
100 damage. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that was it.
19.
We needed
That does hit.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the luck corner.
For 9 damage.
Roll luck.
Oh, he dead now. He deaded. Oh, dead him good. Dead him good. Dead him good. Yeah!
The thing crashes into the snow here, and Annabelle, you're sent just like rolling along in the snow here as well, and momentarily darkness, overtakes you as the body of the dragon just flies above you, like when a car crash happens and there's like a innocent pedestrian on the road and the like Toyota truck is barreling in the air above them and lands harmlessly on the other side. You're still alive, and this dragon is dead.
Le dragon est mort.
Oh, add the spaghetti noodles.
The Pasquetti noodles? Yeah, I'll put those in there.
Spaghetti.
Is that your turn, Cold Coat?
See him go down, I'll probably run over. See about trying to help these guys out. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And after that, Edgar, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
A big old 20 HP from my lay on hands.
Okay, you're gonna burn 20 HP.
19, I think, so I can keep.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else?
There are no dragons in play other than the banishment, right?
Yes.
And whatever's next.
Right, and whatever's next. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's fucking retarded. I don't even have a prepped action. Get fucking murked the first thing he does. I'm gonna hide behind this tower.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wait.
Alright. You heal up and tuck away against the ice here. Looking on one side, around the corner, lies a dead dragon, and a space where another one is soon to return. And over on your right, a couple of your companions encased in ice, including Arillo. And we will end the session there, starting the next one, Tuesday next week, with initiative rolls. And we'll pick up from there. Or perhaps some pseudo-combat, because banishment doesn't have any rolls associated, so we'll see.
And probably my death saving throw.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you'll
With
get
advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
And you passed your first one.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna die like your brothers. I mean, you might die like your brothers.
I did die once.
Statistically
died
speaking. Alright. Well, congratulations,
Do I need an
guys.
injury roll?
Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's get that out of the
Or
way.
should I do that at the end of combat?
No, make an injury roll. It'll be fun.
Oh, sure.
You had to ask!
Well, it's important.
I got a 9.
Oh shit! What you roll?
What have you
Oh.
done?
What you roll? What you roll, guys?
You
Hold
asked
on.
for it.
One.
I rolled
Oh
a one.
my god! You lose an eye or some shit.
What did you get, Arillo?
A 9.
Okay, mine's not too bad. Arillo, you have. We'll start with you.
Like, you wish you'd lose an eye with a 1. It's worse.
She gets the Down syndrome.
You have a linger. Oh wait, no.
She's been vaccinated. Oh no!
Arillo, you have battle fatigue, and you can have no less than 1 level of exhaustion.
Should have rolled this one.
Oh,
Very nice.
Oh, that's
That one
bad.
Sucks ass.
That's bad. You have disadvantage on all checks now.
Visit a temple, fam. As for you,
Oh please.
let's see.
Oh.
Have
You
fun.
see the forehead increase in size. The eyes become more lopsided.
Oh.
A thin strand of drool forms on the corner of your mouth.
No, this is a good one, and it's familiar here to you guys.
Oh no.
Yep. You also have okay. So Annie, as you are crawling there in the snow and you roll over, you feel a terrible pain in your chest, and you realize that your ribs are all busted up. Right now, one of your ribs is broken and floating about, and you can feel that sometimes when you move, you feel a great pain. The way this works is any time that you want to make an action, you have to beat a DC 12 con save, or you'll take 1d6 damage at that exact moment.
Oh.
You can still
Con save has gone down, don't worry, it's
That
not as
hurts.
You can still
Thinking
complete
about
the
it.
action, but you will take damage doing any action.
Is
You
the
had to.
amulet of
You had
life-
to ask. You
Ooh.
had to ask.
Had
Oh,
to
well,
ask.
okay, but it would have been okay. You know, it's fine.
Anyway,
Felix will heal me. I have faith.
you guys played. You did great. You know, you're not. Nobody's dead yet. You're still on the mountain, and people are.
Yet.
Like, some of you are in the ice and stuff and injured, but you're all still here, and you know it's that's what counts. And we'll find out next week if you guys can complete this or all die during Arillo's quest. And plus, I mean, if the guy turns into an ice cube, then you guys can just turn around and leave, right? So, you know.
yeah,
well, we
with that
can't
blocked off
because there's a
wall.
big wall of ice there.
Well, you know.
We still have our secret weapon, Harold.
Oh yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Harold!
But we'll catch you next week. Adios, folks.
We do have another weapon.
There we go.
I'm
the
sorry,
captain
Caleb.
now.
Oh yeah, your pen.
And I'll kill stream. Peace out, stream.